I said fuck Xbox, fuck all these Xbox, fuck every Xbox dead channel. Won't give a damn. It's PlayStation for life. You don't get it? Let's get it. Let's do this. Let's do this, my ponies. Let's go to war. What? Say what? Yeah. I say I double tip on The Last of Us. Woo. Yeah, I double tip on the director's cut. Woo. Double tip on every damn release. Damn right. Yeah, Jim Ryan is my motherfucking boss. The boss. Yo, and we don't care about no layoffs. Yeah, all the shine are gonna keep it on the low. Shh. We be sucking on every damn toe. Yum. Because Sony PlayStation gets the love. Yeah, so all hell Sony, we be your ponies. You can take my wife, you can take my money. I'm obsessed with the God of War. Yeah, all my ponies ready to go to war. Blue PlayStation high, all over my head. Pentimeter PS5, 120 FPS. Blue team is the set, throw it up. I never had sex, I only care about sales. I said what I said. Woo! Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Yeah. I see you Xbox. I see you playing on Game Pass for free. Nah, man, we don't do that over here. We pay $70 a game. Yeah, you Xbox be broke. You so stupid, so goofy. Fuck you, Demo Flow. Fuck you. Like and subscribe. Yeah, if you wanna see me more on Demo Flow Gaming channel. Fuck this dude, I'ma pop in the shot every time. Yeah, but I'm here to show my pony love. And you with it? Say what? I be moving like Chatsy, that's why they call me a demon. I got flow, I got aim, and you can find me like Nemo. Sliding around the corners, finish you up with a pistol. I got you and your homies, match your facing like a chisel. If you go negative this match, I got you on all of the tissues. But first you gotta run away before I pull out the veto. Raining terror from the sky, we about to call it nuke. We came from behind with the mentality of Hugh. It's gonna give me the knowledge to blow you up with a nation. We've been grinding like FOMO, pa joderte la fiesta. Let's go! Yo, CL! Yeah, hey! Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Demo Flow Gaming Show, where I share my passion for gaming and keep you informed of everything that's going on with Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, Steam, Epic, all the platforms, man. So hit the like button, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, without further ado, let's get going with the show because then, God damn it, today I'm by myself. All by myself like the sun because Power Bus ran into some issues with his PC, so he won't be around. Shout out to him. He said, not in here today. Myself, computer is getting repaired, but I'll be here in chat, yo. So shout out to Power Bus. Thank you for coming through, even in the chat. And shout out to the side as well. He said, sadly, I have to work, but I'll see you all next week. Yeah, everybody's busy, but your homie Demo Flow, man, he's coming through with the fire. I'm going to continue giving you content, entertaining you all in this beautiful Friday morning. And yes, spring is almost here. I can almost smell the flowers. The weather is changing. It's beautiful out here in South Florida. It's kind of a rainy weather, but I'm digging it because, you know, I'm just looking forward to chill. This is the weekend of my birthday. It's on Sunday. So I will be just, you know, trying to have a good time, spend it with the family. Later on today, I'm going to meet up. Shout out to Adidas 20. We're going to meet up. We're going to hang out for a little bit. It's getting down here to South Florida today, and we are going to be hanging out. Man, if y'all ever come down to Miami, South Florida, let me know, man. I'm down to hang out, go to the arcade, something, talk gaming, you know, go get a couple of drinks, even though I don't even drink like that. But yeah, man, yeah, just let me know, man. It's all love. Let's connect us gamers and just have a great time. At the end of the day, this is, to me,
the most important part about gaming, and it's just like the social aspect. I've made so many friends throughout the years since online became a thing in gaming, since the Xbox 360 days, dude. I got homies in Jacksonville. I got homies in New York. I got homies in DR. Got homies in Jamaica, Canada, bro, in England, all over Europe. And it's just like a beautiful thing to call these people my friends, not only in gaming, but in actual real life. I've actually met some of my best friends through gaming, and it's a beautiful thing, which is why I'm always calling for unity, and I'm always calling for, everybody to get along. But at the end of the day, some people do deserve to get the smoke, and we're gonna be seeing these down here, man. And yo, I hope you enjoy this Frag Punk gameplay, because I actually played some Frag Punk last night. This gameplay right here, Frag Punk. They added like a new PvE mode that I wanted to try out, but I ended up playing Team Deathmatch, and I was just like having a blast. Look at me going and gliding through the map, just moving. Go ahead and check it out. It's free to play. It's not too bad though. To be honest, obviously it's not a perfect game, but it's free to play. Go ahead and check it out. I think aesthetically the game looks cool, and yeah, like it has a beautiful animations and shit. Like if you go and follow the lore, man, awesome, dude. So yeah, man. Shout out to chat. Shout out to all of you. And as the title says, we're gonna be talking today about Project Helix, and besides that, a bunch of things that are going on in the gaming industry. But man, let's shout out to Chop, because I see you down there and super active, man. Shout out to Miguel Diaz. He's in the house. Let's go. Ready for see demo. Okay. My heel arc started a couple of months ago. I got kind of pissed off with like how everything was going on with social media and on Twitter and shit. Like people just talk so much shit in there, but they're not even playing games like that. And no wonder they do not want to show you the gameplay of what they do, just like I do here, because I mean there's some people out there talking shit about games, but they really, really, really suck. And I understand, like, the fact that you suck at a video game doesn't mean that you don't have the right to express your opinion. But I mean, let's keep it real. Like if you're bad at a video game and then you call it shit, like I mean, it's kind of strange, right? So shout out to Lycos 45, man. Hey, we gotta partner up in marathon. I haven't been playing lately. I think it's been like 2 days since I haven't played, because my homeboys, they stuck on playing Rust, dude. And they don't seem to want to let go of Rust. They love Rust and they want to get me into it, but I know it's a game that you have to know live, so I'm not even trying to do that. But yeah, fam, definitely need a consistent squad to play marathon, because I do not enjoy the game by myself. Like when I play with my friends or when I play with people, it's fun, but by myself, it's just like, a game that really makes you rage when you lose all your loot, because your teammates are not listening, or they're wasting too much time, or they don't want to change position. So that's one of my gripes with the game. Jules in the house as well. How's it going? I'm glad to see you over here. Miguel Diaz in the building. Happy birthday, Demo. Lyco 45, happy birthday. Thank you so much, guys, for the birthday wishes, man. I'm turning 39, so bear with me. I'm about to hit 40, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop playing games or being competitive. I'm going to continue to grind, and I'm going to continue to, I don't think anything changed with age. I feel like I actually been enjoying more games now that I'm a little older than when I was younger, in the sense that I can now understand better some of the stuff about when it comes to gaming. When it comes to like the lore or some things, I'm an adult now, so I'm able to understand better. When I was a kid, I was just like pressing buttons. Now I play with purpose. So that's the difference. So Lycos 45 saying, you and 108 Dragon birthday this week. Yeah, man. Shout out to 108 Dragon. Cool dude. Go ahead and follow him. Cool channel as well. Shout out to Jules as well. Thank you. Jules is birthday is next month in April. Wow, awesome, man. Happy early birthday, right? In case that I don't forget, but remind us over here. Like if it's your birthday soon or something, let us know. It's my birthday, bro. We give you a shout out, man. Um, Powerball's in the house. How's everyone today? Powerballs, we're doing good. We miss you as hell. Right? We miss you like crazy, but we here, dude. Shout out to Ryer Gaming with the two, man. Happy birthday, Demo El Tio. The gaming. Shout out to him. Thank you for the two, man. Hashtag PlayStation 6 in 2030. And we're going to be talking about some of that and the rumors that Sony PlayStation fanboys been creating. It's insane, dude, because it's all fake, dude. Trust me, it's all fake until Sony PlayStation comes forward with an official announcement, just like Xbox did, right? Like there was an official announcement. There was like GDC happening this week, and they talk about all the things that Xbox offers, and we will get into it, but there was an official announcement per Xbox. So it's real. It's not a rumor that Shinobi or Subitech made up. It is something that is happening for real. From now on, I'm not trusting any of these rumors, like the PlayStation stopping PC ports rumors. That's rumors. PlayStation hasn't come forward and said nothing, bro. So we got to keep our feet on the ground, my guys. Okay. Jules saying that she almost done with Danganronpa 2 visual novel and started DQ11. I seen that. That gave me some Game Pass, I think. I was trying to check it out, but I don't know. It's like I didn't get to try it. Is it any good? They let me know down there. The backlog queen, shout out to her. E-Rank's in the house. What's up? What's up? Big ups to the birthday boy. Cheers, Demo, man. Appreciate you guys, dude. Really do. Yeah, man. Let's get going with the chat, and let's get it because, dude, the first thing first, dude. Like GDC. Shout out to Simone and Doodle, and shout out to all the content creators. I've seen Gas, I've seen Paris, I've seen Destin over there at GDC. They actually went to the venue and interacted with the developers and everything. Even though this was a fair for the developers, basically, but they came through and they wanted to be part of it, and too as media and see what's going on and. Thank you for uploading all the information that now we can share. And, I kind of want to start with a clip that I have here with, Jason Ronald. He actually did like a presentation. We're going to go over a couple of things to, so that, because ponies keep on telling me, dude, like, hey, Xbox is not going to come with Steam. It's not going to have Epic. They all in their own heads. They just, they're just thinking that this is not happening. They don't understand what we're talking about, and they don't understand the size of the library of the next Xbox, which, matter of fact, will have the biggest library. Like, think about it. Steam by itself outweighs everything that PlayStation do. Like, straight up. When it comes to like deals, when it comes to special promotions, events, when it comes to games releasing, everything is better over there at Steam than PlayStation. It's like something that ponies won't admit, but that's the reality, and I'm able to see it like day by day. Every time I log in on Steam, there's something exciting going on, a new game, something, a sale, an event of some sort. I think Steam is an amazing platform, even though they do need to work in certain things, like all of them, Xbox, Nintendo, and PlayStation. They still need to continue to to improve and become a little bit more, right, a little better with the with being more pro-consumer, right? And, watching for our rights, because I feel like in gaming, we're getting ripped off. We've been getting ripped off by GameStop for a long time. Remember when you used to go back I remember back in the Xbox, because I went digital a long time ago, because I was like, there's no way that I'm getting ripped off like this. I used to go to GameStop with like 10, 15 games, and that's it. They gave me like $20. Like, I'm like, what? Like, what? I just literally bought these games like a couple of weeks ago, and they cost me some money. And then when I give them back to you, you give me nothing literally for it, I might as well just keep him. So that's why I decided to go digital. Yeah, I know a lot of people are like, oh, you might lose your libraries, you lose your account, yada yada, all of that. But at the end of the day, man, look, listen, if you have a physical disc, it doesn't matter when the developer says that it's time to shut the servers down or delist the game. It is what it is, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like they did it with Anthem. You know, even if you had the CD, you cannot play Anthem anymore because the servers are not active. They did it with High Guard. If you got a physical copy of High Guard, that's it. That's done. So when it comes to those games, if you have physical, like it doesn't matter. It's still up to the developers where they want to continue to support the game or not. And I can find this damn bookmark. Down. Hold up. I'm by myself today, so it's kind of hard now. It's kind of hard. So basically, hold on. God damn it. At GDC, Jason Ronald did a presentation, Xbox Helix, and he was explaining how the technology was gonna work, and basically he was just saying that developing games for the Xbox will make it easier to develop for the rest of the platforms. That's what he was saying basically, but people turn it into Xbox is going multi-platform or the games are coming on to all the platforms, but that's not what he meant. Like, remember, this GDC was an event for developers. They wanted to show developers how easy it is to develop for the next Xbox, and how developing for the next Xbox means that they have an easier path to develop for the rest of the platforms. And that's exactly what it means. So let me check. Dude, oh, there it is. Thank God, found it. So let me share my screen really quick. And as you can see here, we got Jason Ronald. And shout out to Abstract Concept. He got this video. I don't know how he got his hand on it, but somebody recorded it at the venue. And I kind of want to like get through some of the things that, you know, that he said. Not a whole lot, but just a couple of things.
Project Helix brings intelligence directly into the graphics and compute pipeline, delivering step change functions and gains in efficiency, scale, and visual ambition. And we have great talks throughout this entire week where we're really going into a lot of the depth of the future of DirectX. Beyond the SoC, it also includes an order of magnitude increase in ray tracing performance and capability.
Okay, so right there, he's basically saying that the next Xbox will have a technology that is going to make ray tracing less demanding and more viable and increase the performance, even if you have ray tracing on, which is a huge problem. Even on PC, if you have ray tracing on, it's going to like basically push your computer to the limit, and it's going to make you drop frames. It's going to make you stutter. All of that exists. And certain games handle ray tracing better than others, but I think this is a great move because I think ray tracing, whether I like it or not, because I don't really care about ray tracing like that, but I like it or not, games with ray tracing look way better. And if they can get the technology to work well, and you know, if they get these games to have better performance, I think that's gonna be an overall great thing for all of us and all platforms too.
Beyond what's currently possible with the Xbox Series X and S. It also unlocks GPU-directed work graph execution, eliminating CPU bottlenecks.
Okay, that's very important because here's the issue. In the console, the part that they really ship out is in the CPU. That's what you see the PlayStation 5 Pro like being beat by the Xbox Series X, and it's because the CPU on the Series X is kind of like the same, just a little bit better. The only thing is that the PlayStation 5 Pro has an overclocked CPU. That's it.
Its own workloads in real time, delivering a massive uplift in performance and enabling massive real-time simulations and large complex worlds using runtime generated geometry and large scale interactive worlds that players actually want to engage with.
Okay, so I've been saying here in the channel that the next generation will focus more on accessibility than trying to improve graphics, making like this big graphical jump. And I think that they are going at it the right way, because I think that based on what I'm hearing here, what they trying to prioritize is performance. Okay, so everything that they're doing is so that the games can perform better. That has been a huge issue this generation, with games that still release at 30 FPS. Unacceptable. Like games like Apex Legends became 120 FPS just a year ago, like 4 years into the generation, when we should be gaming at 120 FPS, especially in multiplayer games that are not that demanding, because Apex Legends is not very demanding. So I kind of like where this is going. I personally think that this is going to be great for people who want to get some of that PC performance, but don't want to deal with the PC bullshit, right? Even though I believe it's ridiculous, right? Because I mean, PC gaming is not the same thing that it used to be 10 years ago. It's extremely easy now. You don't really have to do nothing. All you have to do is play games. Adjust some of the settings here and there, depending on what you want from the game. For the most part, I'll barely touch that. I eliminate motion blur for sure, chromatic aberration, and I don't know, like, what is it? Depth of whatever. God damn it, I forgot what it's called, but depth of field, something like that. I eliminate a couple of things that did just bother me, because I think they just on the way motion blur is like super annoying to me, and just like chromatic aberration. So I think that the way that they're doing this is the right way. Hopefully the games will perform better.
The other thing when we think about this is Project Helix is really designed for the next generation of neural assisted rendering. We've reached some of the limitations of what's possible with traditional rendering techniques. And if we want to continue to advance the state of the art, we have to invent brand new technology.
Okay, so what they're trying to do is innovate. That's the one thing that people don't really give a lot of credit to Xbox, but they've really done it with every console, even with the Xbox One. Say what you want about the games and the performance, lack of first party and all of that, but with the Xbox One, they did so much, right? You were able to control your console with your phone. You had the Kinect, which was like something innovative at the time. Then you have games in the Kinect, and then you have the browser that you could go into the browser and look shit up and use Google, whatever you wanted to use. That was innovative for a console, and right there and then that's when you started to realize how close consoles were from PCs. So everybody hating on the next generation of Xbox that is going to be a PC don't really even know what they're talking about, because Xbox has always been the closest console to PC ever, which is like one of the reasons why I chose Xbox, because I was playing on PC before I got my 360. That's what I was playing. But then I figured that back in the day, you could do this, like the consoles actually like back to back with the PC, like, but now the PC sort of like run away, right, with the performance and the power and all of that, and consoles sort of like stay behind. But back in the day, a 360 was like like a respectable machine.
The key part of that is how we're integrating AMD FSR, the next version of AMD FSR, into Project Helix and into the Xbox Game Development Kit. And this is really designed for that next generation of neural rendering techniques.
Okay, so PlayStation, they came up with the Pixar. That's their own technology to upscale, right? But Xbox is working with AMD on the next generation of this thing. We all know that AMD FSR and NVIDIA DLSS DLSS are superior to PCER. Regardless of what Digital Foundry tell you, there is no technology like DLSS and AMD FSR. Like PCER is just like the demo version of both these upscaling techniques.
Whether that's neural materials, well, whether that's generated images, or even if you think about things like the latest ML-based upscaling techniques or super resolution techniques. You think about brand new ML-based multi-frame generation.
Okay, here it is, frame generation. I don't really like frame generation, but I've tried it as of late in certain games, and let me tell you something, he's gotten better. So my guess is like for next generation and AMD, both AMD FSR frame generation and DLSS are both going to get even better. And this is the case, I think Borderlands. Borderlands. I utilize it with Borderlands because the game came poorly optimized. When I turned the frame generation on, it became better, even though it had a little bit of latency. The game was running better. It sort of like improved my game a little bit in that instance. I'm not saying this is something that we should all be wanting, but in that instance, it helped me. And in some games, it could work. Now, if you're playing something like multiplayer based, then frame generation might become not that good. Why? Because it adds latency to what you're doing. But imagine playing something like Starfield, for example. And I know Starfield came with 30 FPS, one of the reasons why they're doing this, but now has 60 FPS mode and 120 FPS. But for a console like the Series S with frame generation, it could like compensate and make it better. So that's what's going on the next generation. They are going to have a little bit of frame generation, and that's gonna help the next batch of games to perform better. And I'm not too sold on this idea, but I think it could help some developers and some games that are like heavier than others. And I mean, let's see how it goes. But definitely, frame generation is in there. By the way, it's already in our current consoles, but it's probably going to be even better the next generation. That's what he's trying to say.
And there's even new capabilities such as a brand new ray regeneration technique that's really designed to deliver high performance ray tracing for both real-time ray tracing and path tracing.
You heard that? Path tracing. Confirmed for next generation consoles. How do I feel about that? I could give a shit about path tracing. I used it in some games. Yeah, it looks great, but it's very demanding. And I don't really know about the specs of the next generation of Xbox. And like I said, I'm not believing rumors, but my guess is like if they want to have a competitive price, path tracing is going to be extremely hard. And if they develop these techniques, maybe they can even achieve path tracing and make it easier for these games to run with path tracing. And that could be beneficial for people who like to, play games that way. Like, looking around like Digital Foundry, people who like the graphics and stuff. I always make fun of them, but at the end of the day, they're gamers, and it's great that they have this option. Me personally, I turn that shit off.
Another area that we're really focused on with Project Helix is what we call deep texture compression. I think if you look across the industry right now, and if you look at the massive increases in storage prices and memory prices, if we want to continue to push the boundaries, we also need to invent brand new techniques that allows us to leverage the hardware in much more efficient ways while still making gaming accessible.
Okay, that was key. While still making gaming accessible. So the one thing that everybody's been complaining about this generation, why are the games over 100 gigabytes, in size? And right, it raises the question, like, what are you guys are doing to compress the files better and so that we can have multiple games downloaded at the same time and not just Call of Duty, GTA, and one indie game, and that's it, I'm out of space, right? So they want to innovate in this sense. And I think that's great. And that could even be beneficial to PC gaming on the long run. Like, you guys are not understanding. This is not only an Xbox thing. They're doing this for all the gamers. You know what I'm saying? It's like this could benefit everybody because every time new technology is invented, like it could be spread. It could be used by anybody. So I think this is a great thing. I have a lot of space in my computer, but even if I have a lot of space, I still find myself deleting a lot of games that I still want to play, but I have no space. And as a content creator, I think having a whole lot of space is always good so that I can like record my gameplay, prepare my shows, and be able to have a lot of backup content so that I can make content for you.
And I think this is a responsibility and really a call to action across the entire industry.
Here he said it. This is a responsibility. Like, this is getting out of hand, and it's a call to action to all the industry. So they basically want to do is reduce the space and the size of these games so that you can so you don't have to spend a lot of money in SSDs and whatnot.
There's a ton of work that we can do on the hardware side. There's a ton of work that we can do on the software side, but it's also about how you take advantage of this as developers. And so when we talk about deep texture compression, that includes the latest neural texture compression techniques, but we're also leaning in very heavily into Z standard as well. So that is a capability that allows you to use the latest version of direct storage and be able to stream assets directly off of the storage drive and be much more sensitive in how you're actually using memory because you can actually stream it directly off of the SSD itself.
Okay, so basically what he's saying is that you can streaming assets. Like, I don't know if you guys play Call of Duty like I do. There is one option in there that makes your game looks better if you allow the game to download or stream certain assets from the game. And that's probably going to become an even bigger thing next generation. Yeah, but then he goes on. I think that this is his last point. But I wanted to talk to you about it. I wanted to talk to you and, cover this and let you guys know everything that they're doing to make gaming better. I'm not going to lie, dude. I'm excited for Project Helix. And the reason is my Xbox recently broke down, right? I'm not saying that I'm going to buy a new Xbox now. I'm going to fix it. But having my Xbox broken, even though I have my PC, made me really miss it in the sense that sometimes there's people in the house, like they come visit, like either my mother-in-law or whatever, and they want to hang out in the living room, right? Fine. I'm on my setup. But sometimes, either my lady, she's cleaning here or something, and I want to get a couple of games in, and I miss that, like being able to go to my living room, turn on my Xbox, and play games there too, right? And I know that's a luxury. I know that's commodity. I know that's being spoiled, but I'm used to having my console. And I'm used to laying back in the couch from time to time, invite my friends and play a game of FIFA or Mortal Kombat or Killer Instinct, any of that. And it's just like amazing to have that option and that mobility that Xbox or any console gives you. And I think that console dudes are going to be happy because this is just going to make, I think they're going to be fine, dude. I think the whole thing sounds great. They just have to deliver, and they have to watch out what they do and how they communicate to the fans what they're doing. Just, be more clear in the message. That's all we're asking for Xbox. Be more straightforward, less shady. Keep it total. Keep it real with us. Let us know what the hell is up. And look, I think that this is going to be great. And I do believe that this is going to have the biggest library out of any consoles. Look, you get Xbox, plus you get Steam and Epic. That totally outweighs anything that PlayStation is doing. Steam by itself outweighs PlayStation easily. Ask anybody. Ponies will tell you, no, but like Satos is coming out. dude, in PC, we got Escape from Tarkov. Are you even listening to what you're saying right now? You want to compare Satos, a double A game that is literally essentially the copy of Returnal, literally with a they try to like market it in a different way, but it's literally Returnal with with improvements, which is good, right? I'm not saying Returnal is ass. I'm not saying, but like this is not what they make it out to be, dude. It's just Satos. We've got on PC games like Escape from Tarkov. The indie, not the indie, but the next Steam Next just happened. And I got to try out a bunch of games that are coming to Steam, but they're not coming to consoles. Games like Active Matter. They fucking amazing. I love that freaking game. It is only coming to Steam for now. Maybe it comes to consoles, maybe later on. But then we get games like Run Escape, the new version. Is dope. Then you get Enshrouded on PC and so on and so forth. There's so many games on PC that totally like clear anything that PlayStation got going on. And this is like, why I believe that ponies are so hurt, because it's not the same when there's rumors about the next generation of Xbox doing this and that when it's actually coming and there is an official announcement by the corporate or the higher ups or the suits, whatever you want to call it, they actually telling you this is what's going on. Asha Sharma said next generation of console will play the PC games. And now here, even in some of these, like, they would do like a PowerPoint presentation. They were, what the hell is that? Oh, that was the gameplay is done. There was a couple of presentations. Shout out to Gas and Paris. They were and Simone. They were uploading little by little what they were doing. Let me go ahead and look for some of the stuff. But yeah, there is some shit in there that is freaking cool. Let me show you guys. Yeah, like this one really made the Sony PlayStation fans really mad. Like really, 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 really mad. Let me see. Check it out. Like Xbox plus Windows equals a crying pony. And look, at the end of the day, this is what Xbox is going to bring. What is PlayStation going to do? How is PlayStation going to respond to this? I mean, any of you guys have any idea? Because I don't. Go ahead and let me know in the comments. How do you feel that Sony PlayStation is going to respond to Xbox having the biggest library? And I know a lot of you people love to ask about like how Xbox is going to make money when they have Steam and they got Epic stores to compete within the same console. And I'm going to respond to you like this. I don't give a fuck. Listen, that's not my job. That's Xbox's job. That's Microsoft's job. I'm pretty sure that Microsoft knows how to make money. Like, they're literally the most valuable corporation in the world. Like, they're about to hit $2 trillion. Like, I don't think they need no one's help to learn how to make money. That's their job. My responsibility, well, not my responsibility. What I'm here to do is to enjoy gaming, to make the best out of my gaming experience. I'm not here to control Xbox and PlayStation finances. I'm just keeping it real. Don't give a shit how they're going to make the money. Give me the shit that I like. That's it. Have you ever gone to a restaurant or ever gone to McDonald's or ever gone to a store or something and you get a promotion? Buy one, get the other one for free. Have you ever gone to the cash register and say, listen, look, I know you're giving this away for free, but I want to support whoever is making this, and I'm going to pay this, for this as well. I never seen shit like that. I never seen nobody saying, oh, you know what? Gas is super expensive at Chevron. But I love the people who work at Chevron, so I'm going to put gas in Chevron, even though at Shell it's a lot cheaper. I've never seen shit like that before. Gamers are stupid as hell for that. Like, if you think that way, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm not rocking with you, dog. I can rock with nerds like that, dude. Like, yeah, it's okay to be a nerd, know about gaming, spend the whole time gaming, not even get out the house. But when you get and you allow all the people to rip you off like that, man, that's my problem. Xbox is giving you a bunch of options. It goes to show that they don't give a shit how you access their content. They want you to get it no matter what. They're taking the games to you. And that's just the way I see it, dude. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Let me see. Shout out to all of you. You must be active down there. I'm by myself today, so I can barely keep up. But shout out to you. Let me see. Powerballs in the house said, what baffles me is PSSR based on FSR lacked all the machine learning FSR has had since inception. Sanchez MTZ Gaming, we don't know yet. Jules, know the price. We will have to wait, but it's best to start saving your money for Helix. Hope it's not too expensive, maybe around $900 to $1,000. And look, listen, guys. When Xbox came up last generation with the Series S, guys, super cheap. People hated on it. They call Game Pass poor pass. Listen, the one problem that Xbox has is reputation. At this moment, the reputation has been damaged and by themselves in part, and also by the gaming media that continues to throw shit at Xbox every chance they get. That keeps on turning people off. Look, when Game Pass was hot and it was only $20 or $15, they call it the poor pass. Made fun of Xbox guys. Y'all be broke. Y'all super broke. Now Xbox brings you a high-end device, makes it $1,000, for example. Let's say they make it $1,000. Bro, you spend $1,000 on your fucking iPhone, and that ain't shit. iPhones ain't shit. I don't care about what nobody say. An iPhone and a fucking Motorola or a fucking Chinese phone do the same shit. I don't care, dude. The same shit. Yeah, take beautiful pictures with the iPhone, whatever, but the Chinese phone do the same shit for like $800 less. You know what I'm saying? You can call your homies, you can text your girl, you can send your pictures, take your videos, upload your content to your YouTube channel, TikTok or whatever. Same thing. Like, it's literally the same. You overpaying for an iPhone, but you're mad that you have to pay a little bit more for your gaming experience to be a whole lot better than it actually is. Console prices are not going down. Get off that cloud. It's not going down. It is not the trend that we're seeing. Gaming is becoming more and more expensive. Look, Microsoft tried to make it cheap for y'all. Y'all didn't like it. People didn't buy into Game Pass. Now they had to try a different approach. Look, I love Game Pass. I'm tired of saying here, let's protect Game Pass because I think it's the most beautiful that happened to gaming. People still continue to kill it. People still saying that it's ass. Even people that play on Xbox don't like Game Pass, some of them. And they say like, oh, I play on Xbox, but I don't have Game Pass. How, motherfucker? You need Game Pass to play online. And that's the one thing that I don't understand. You're already paying for the subscription, just like on the PlayStation. You might as well get something out of it. So I just hope that Xbox, whatever they do with Game Pass, I hope they continue to give us good value with it. I hope that it stays around because I really do enjoy Game Pass. Look, last night, I was like, I don't know what to play. My boys didn't want to play Marathon. They were doing the thing on Rush. I didn't feel like playing the Division or Ghost Recon because I've been playing a lot of that game, those games. So I went ahead and went into Game Pass and I started checking out games. And I tried out this little indie game that is like a space. I can't even remember the name, but I have fun for what it was. 30, 40, 50 minutes, whatever I play. Let me see what the name. What is the name of the game actually? God damn it. I played it yesterday for a little bit before I went to bed because I didn't know how to kill 30 minutes to an hour. and I started playing Mini Shop. Yeah, it's called Mini Shop Adventures. Little indie game. I didn't even know that it existed. I tried it out. I thought it was cool. That's it. I'm probably never gonna see it again. But what if I was in the Xbox store? What if I spend, I don't know, $20 or $30 that the game is worth, and that's it? I buy it, never touch it again. And that's what happens with a lot of these people who has all these big, friction walls with a lot of like physical media. Like that shit is like decoration. They're not even playing these games. They bought those games and got nothing out of it. Maybe put it in for like 2-3 hours, maybe beat the game. That's it. After that, what are you going to do with it? Single player games, dude. What are you going to do after you're done with something like God of War? You're going to replay it again, dude? Like, life is only one, dude. You cannot be out here like playing games 3 or 4 times, dude, unless it's worth it to you. Because I do that, but like I do that like after a long time. Like I play Mass Effect like that. Like, every 2-3 years I go ahead and do the whole thing. But it's like a game that I love, and it's also a game that is different. You can have different endings. It's not like your typical single player game. And it's like, it's always fun to go back and revisit because it's still a great game, dude. The Mass Effect games are like literally my top 3 of video games. So it's like my favorite game. But like you cannot do that with every game that you buy. You know what I'm saying? You follow my drift, guys? So let me see. Sanchez Gaming saying PlayStation is scared of Valve's Steam Machine and Helix. Dude, they crap in their pants because Steam dude, I get a lot of ponies saying here's the thing. I get a lot of ponies saying, hold on, my headphones went off. I get a lot of ponies saying Microsoft is making you go to PC, right? This is what the ponies are saying. But no, in fact, they're bringing PC to console players, making PC gaming more accessible than ever to all of you guys that don't give a damn about PC gaming and you want to still play in your consoles because that's your lifestyle. That's the way that you want to play. They understand. They understand that gaming is not about like, you need to come over here to play my games. It's more about like where you are. I got you. I'm coming through. I'm your plug. I'm coming through wherever you are, and I'm giving you what you need. I'm meeting you in the middle. And that's the best way to do things, dude. And that's why I rock with them, dude. And it's like in the other side, you got PlayStation. You need to buy my console. If you don't buy my console, you can play my games. Okay, fam. Awesome. $500 to play Satos and Wolverine. Fuck, I look like, dude. They really got nothing else coming, dude. You know what I'm saying? And the next generation of Xbox is coming already with a bunch of freaking games. Trust me. And I was talking, shout out to a dude, shout out to Michelle. I was talking to him the other day about it. And it was like, dude, because he came through my house and we were hanging out and I was showing him the setup and, Steam and all of that because he's a through and through console player. And he's like, bro, after seeing your setup and how many games you can play for free, how many things you can claim, how many deals they have on Steam, because you can put the Xbox and the PlayStation and the Nintendo store next to Steam, and the deals on Steam are actually cheaper. It's cheaper to play on Steam, bro, and that's just a fucking fact. It's not the same, bro, like to buy one game for $20, right? You got a nice discount on the PlayStation store, than being able to buy 3 fucking games. Like yesterday, for example, Remnant 2. Remnant 2 was $12, dude. Remnant 2 is an amazing game. It came out, it was like $60. Now it's $12. So do your math. Like when you go and look at it in the console, it might be like $20-$25. So you're saving money, playing more, and Xbox is bringing it to you. Listen, I don't need to cop for this shit. It is the truth. That shit's happening. A bunch of games are coming, and ponies are going to have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the same when they hear rumors about, oh, Xbox may have PC, it may include this, it may include that. Then when it's actually happening, and you see, Asha Sharma and you see Jason Ronald telling you this is what's happening with Xbox, and this is what we're getting. So when you're buying your Xbox Helix, you're gonna be buying your Xbox and you're gonna be buying a PC at the same time. How is that bad? How is that? But when you buy your PlayStation 6, all you're going to get is a PlayStation 6 with whatever games they got coming. Will it be good or bad? That's it. Xbox games tomorrow suck. You can always go to Steam. You can always go to Epic. Like, listen to what, like have some common sense and stop listening to idiots that don't even know how to fucking play games, that don't play games at all. And they're telling you this is a bad thing. This is a great thing. And they're not only making this shit easier for you console gamers, but they're also making it easier for people who play on PC as well, because Xbox is coming to fucking PC. So now we're going to have an Xbox mode on the PC. I'm excited to try that, even though I don't mind maneuvering my way around Windows, because I think that I already know how to utilize it, pretty well. And if I don't know anything, I can just always look it up. I'm pretty comfortable. But if you think about it, dude, this is great too, because what if I don't want to deal with all that bullshit anymore one day? Or what if, listen, for example, my little cousins come through the house all the time. My Xbox is broken. Before, I used to allow them to play in the Xbox, right? Now I will have to let them play on the PC. I'm scared they might fuck something up. They might touch something, go into a weird website or some shit. Look, put it on PC, on Xbox mode. I don't have to worry about a thing. You know what I'm saying? So those are the innovations that Xbox is bringing. They're being downplayed. They're being like, Xbox is going to be $1,000. The PlayStation 5 Pro was $800 and didn't even come with a fucking CD-ROM. You had to buy. It was literally like $900 when it comes everything in total. And you had to buy your controllers, and you had to buy your games, and you pay for PS Plus. You see, you already spent $1,000 for a dog shit PlayStation 5 Pro. Straight up. $1,000 PC. And I'm tired of Pony's telling me, like the newest one from Moore's Law. I think I had the thing. In order for you to get the PlayStation 5 Pro performance, you need a 4080 or a 4070, some shit like that. Bro, stop the cap, dude. A 3060 run games better than the PlayStation and the Xbox. You know why? Because you can go ahead and be like, fuck this whole 4K shit. I'm going to lower my resolution and play at 1440 or 1080p, and I'm going to run these games at 240 FPS. Can you do that shit in console? No, you can't. And on top of that, I'm going to have a dual monitor set up. So in one screen, I'm going to have, a podcast, or I'm going to be watching something on Netflix, or I have something for work or my homework or something in one screen. And in the other screen, I'm playing my game. Can you do that shit in console? No, you can't. Oh, I want to apply for the job while I'm gaming all day because I'm unemployed. So I'm taking breaks in between gaming and I'm applying the jobs. Can you do that shit on your fucking console? No. Oh, my hand hurts. Like, okay. Go to the mouse and keyboard. Sometimes it happens to me. My hands cramp because I'm playing on controller too much. Switch to my mouse and keyboard. Play a little bit more. Get maybe another hour and then take a break or something. You cannot do that shit in console. Yes, you can. At least on the Xbox, you can hook up your mouse and keyboard in case you don't know. And I'm going to tell you something. This is something that really motivated me. And lately, I've been practicing a lot more on mouse and keyboard because I'm a controller player through and through. But learning a new skill as a gamer, I don't know about you guys, but to me, is what gaming is all about. I love learning new things. I love challenging myself and learning new things. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to hop in and try to learn something new. Listen, I know you love your controller, but there's some games out there that play better on the mouse and keyboard. Same thing. There's some games out there that play better on the controller. Having that flexibility in your gaming, I cannot stress how important that is, dude. especially like for people like me who play intensively, and sometimes I get, my hands hurt, dude. Playing Call of Duty, sweating and rank and all that shit, Apex Legends, clicking a bunch of buttons, dude. Sometimes my hands hurt. I want to continue playing. Maybe I'm cool enough from multiplayer, but I want to continue playing a single player game. But I want to take a break from the controller, stretch my hands, play on the mouse and keyboard. There you go. Look, I'm stuck in one puzzle of the game. Easy. Go to my second monitor, open YouTube. That's it. Find out what the fuck is going on. I want to use this gun. I don't know why fucking loadout is better for this gun. Go to YouTube, boom, boom, boom. Get me a nice loadout. As easy as 1, 2, 3. That shit makes the whole difference. And I know a lot of people don't care, but dude, they bringing you all the extra stuff. And I bet you anything, the next PlayStation is going to be around the same price, dude. And in my opinion, if they come only with the PlayStation Store and nothing else, and if you get a PlayStation only for the exclusive, they better make some fucking games, because as of now, they literally dead. Wolverine is coming in September. How long do you get to play a new game? Sados? Not everybody's gonna like Sados. I know what everybody's waiting for is Wolverine. It's not coming until September. On the Xbox side of things, Forza, Gears, Halo, Fable. Further up, we're gonna get Clockwork Revolution. Games that people are literally excited to play. Stadio DK3. Bro, are you like listening to this shit? Like all the fucking Halo games that they're working on, all the shit that they got, like, coming from Blizzard that they haven't even shown yet. There's a rumor about Quake being brought back by Bethesda, and so on and so forth. A bunch of stuff. Fallout Remastered. Dude, it's gonna be insane. And you know what I mean? You decide, bro. I've been told that if you wait for for games for a year, you suck, right? Sony PlayStation fanboys love to make fun of PC gamers, saying that, oh, you're not gonna play GTA on day one. Well, I got news for you, ponies. You're not gonna play all these Xbox games on day one. You're not gonna play Forza on day one. You're not gonna play a bunch of other games that are coming on day one. They might come to PlayStation later, but guess what? There was a leadership change at Xbox. So, and look, this lady told you, whether she's a liar or not, I don't know. She haven't moved a finger yet at Xbox. What if she says, fuck you, PlayStation. We're going to make shit exclusive. We don't care about you no more. We don't care about none of that shit, that Phil Spencer was doing, trying to be nice, none of that. What if? There's always a possibility. And if they do that, because like even Sony PlayStation fans are asking Xbox to go back to exclusive, if they do that, would you imagine Elder Scrolls, new game, Xbox exclusive? They will lose their fucking minds like they did with Starfield. Yeah, Starfield is coming to PlayStation, but what? Starfield already got a whole train ran through, Starfield already. I have over 150 hours of Starfield. Beat the games like 3 times already. And now is when you're going to get to play it. Come on, fam. Stop the cap, dude. And I don't even like to rub it in like that, like exclusive, because I'm like, I used to be like that. But then I realized, like, damn, it doesn't make sense. Why am I asking for this game to die when it could find a player base somewhere else? Why? Why am I have to be so selfish about other people playing the games that I like? I want them to play it. Like when I play a game that I like, I tell my homies, bro, you should play this. Isn't that what we all do? So imagine calling your homeboy instead of telling her, yo, like, man, check out this game. It's awesome. Yo, bro, it sucks that you have an Xbox. You can play this game, bro. What type of asshole are you guys, bro? You guys fucking suck. Ponies fucking suck. He's so terrible. You guys are terrible people. He sucks. He sucks to be built like this, so full of anger, like, clowning other gamers because they choose to game in a different platform, which is why we need to shoot back and clap back and get back at all of you. And now's your time to suffer. Now's your time to look at Xbox and be like, damn, I want to have Steam on my Sony PlayStation console. Don't let them lie to you. They will love that shit. If it was the other way around and it was Sony PlayStation, the one bringing Steam and Epic, you know the shit that they will talk, dude. You know. God damn it. Shout out to Cult Classic. She's been a member. She gifted, 5 memberships. Shout out to Cult Classic. Shout out to you, girl. She been doing her thing, bro. She been clapping on these ponies' cheek for a long time. And shout out to her. Go follow her. But back to what I was saying, guys, like these ponies are capping straight up. Like, I'm not going to sit over here and tell you go buy the next Xbox if I know it's going to be shit. First off, I have an Xbox and I have a PC. I don't work for Xbox. I don't need to be selling you shit. You buy what you want, play whatever the fuck you want. Matter of fact, I don't care how many consoles they sell. I don't care how much money they make because I only care about the damn games. Give me games, give me quality products, and, treat me decently as a customer. That's all I'm asking. You feel me? But I gotta keep it real with you. What's going on at Sony PlayStation that Sony ponies are putting under the rug is fucking disgusting, fam. Fucking disgusting.
Well,
dude.
Yeah.
Fucking disgusting. The ponies, bro, they getting ripped off. And they have the nerve, like, oh, buy a PlayStation. Oh, PlayStation better than this. PlayStation better than that. PlayStation ain't shit. PlayStation is ripping you off. The more money you spend on PlayStation, the more money they charge you. You don't believe me? Just watch. Let me go ahead and find this shit because I actually save it up in here. Shout out to Power Boss. He actually made it. What's going on, man? I think he's from the phone or something. How's it going, Poppy? How you doing?
Absolutely. I thought, hey, I can view it on YouTube. I can stream on my phone. Why the hell not? I'm here.
Hell yeah, Power Boss. So what do you think about the whole thing? Don't you think that Sony PlayStation fanboys are capping and that Xbox is bringing us a lot of content included in the next console? Isn't that like what people should be looking at, like the amount of games that are not available on console and they will be available the minute that the Helix hit the stores?
Well, you have to think about it. You look at Nintendo, they've got the corner market of exclusivity. All their games are emulatable on PC, so PC players don't care that much about Nintendo. Yeah, if they want the friendship and the experience and the co-op play, they can play it on the actual hardware. But 9 times out of 10, they're not going to do that. Xbox is now combining PC library with the Xbox and bringing in backwards compatibility. So, Xbox is going to have the largest console library to date.
Yep.
Because not everything on Switch and Switch 2 goes all the way back to the original NES. There's so many games that even their online service doesn't have. PlayStation wants to tout their backwards compatibility program. They still can't play 9/10 of their fucking PS3 games on the best of days. And 9 times out of 10, either you have to subscribe to their service for the back catalog just to have availability for it all, like the PS Now shit, or you still have to outright buy the games all over again. And 9 times out of 10, they're also not discounted. So,
yeah. Or play it from the cloud. Like when it comes to backwards compatibility, they're still playing from the cloud, like all games. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? In Xbox, that shit don't happen, dude.
Something that Jason Ronald and C Money and all of them have been posting all over Twitter right now that I've been really taking a keen interest in is the backwards compatibility stuff with Xbox 360 and OG Xbox. That is wild. And if they can pull that off and do it properly, I got my whole closet filled with a whole bunch of, Xbox OG and 360 games. Plus I got a binder that's full of them. I mean, come on. This guy, yeah, he's funny.
Bro, check it out. And this is like what's going on. Look, ponies don't want to talk about this shit, bro. This is what pisses me off because this is a shit that gamers need to be talking about because this is a shit that's happening in the industry that people don't want to say nothing because Sony PlayStation, you know what? This is fucking WWE and ponies are Vince McMahon and the Sony PlayStation is getting the Roman Reigns push when they don't fucking deserve it because this is how they treat you as a gamer. Check it out.
Pricing on the PlayStation Store for different games that are on sale. Dynamic pricing? What does that mean? Basically, the prices of certain games on the PlayStation Store will be different based on the spending behavior of the individual account. Wait, what? So if I spend more money on the PlayStation Store on games, then you guys will charge me more for games than someone else who doesn't? Yes, exactly. We will give bigger discounts to individuals who don't buy as many games, and we will charge more to individuals who regularly buy games on the PlayStation Store since they've proven to afford a higher price point. Oh my gosh, this is so wrong. This has got to be illegal.
Yes.
Just because someone buys more games than someone else doesn't mean that they should be charged more. In fact, they should be the ones getting the discount. This is just another reason why Steam is the best. Woo! Steam actually tells you that you can buy the game cheaper in a different way when you're about to check out because Steam wants to save you as much money as possible. We at PlayStation have decided to start dynamic pricing on the PlayStation Store for different games that are on sale. Dynamic pricing?
That's absolutely 100%.
I mean,
I've seen it happen in real time. And I'm not talking just between, my own household with my PS5 downstairs and my PS4 in my son's room. I'm talking like my friend who's literally down the street from me. And we buy the almost the same amount of games per year. He doesn't have an Xbox. He has a PlayStation. But he buys more PlayStation games than I do because of it. Right? And we both have Steam. We both get deals on Steam all the time. The Humble Bundle, free games on Epic and everything like that. And I kid you not, Resident Evil 9, he was talking with me and we were looking at getting it both. It looks to be an amazing game. I've seen many people playing it, praising it, this, that, and the other. For him, the price was $49. For me, the price was about $20.
That's insane, Power Buzz. But listen, go ahead and get you a PlayStation, dude. Whatever, dude. If you like to get ripped off, that's fucked up, and that's why they're getting sued. But check it out too, because I did post something on Twitter about it, and this is a response that I got, bro. You're not gonna believe these fucking corporate slaves. Check it out. Damn, what was it? This is so fucking crazy. Oh no, bro! Like Twitter is on fire with the shit that we've been seeing it, and I'm gonna show you what the ponies been saying about it. Look, this is the funniest thing. The funniest thing. So I posted it on Twitter because, homie Demo Flow is going to be talking that shit. I said, people love to talk about console sales and insist that owning a PlayStation in 2025 is essential. But I rarely hear fans share their own experiences with the PlayStation Store. From dynamic pricing to being overcharged for games, but PlayStation fragrance. And I put about, a post with a picture about the article that is telling you that Sony PlayStation is getting sued because they overcharging and playing around with people's finances at the store. And look at this guy, what he said. So let me talk about my experience. PlayStation 5 Pro is amazing. Storefront is amazing games. I'm playing are amazing. Service is amazing. Everything on PlayStation is amazing. Cannot wait for the PlayStation 6 like so many other customers. Xbox hardware is dead. No one wants it, not even the new. I mean, first off, fam, like you're gonna talk shit to me, at least check your spelling and at least check your grammar. Because I know English is my secondary language, but I can tell you right here, right now, like you ain't know what the fuck you been talking about here. Anyways, this is the capping that is going on with Sony PlayStation. They literally getting sued for this. And they come over here and try to defend it. Not only that,
I've
the
had
media
interactions with it. He's
is
a
not even
moron.
talking about it. And they go ahead and tell you, oh, Xbox do the same. No, they don't, because Xbox give you a special discount, not a special price. A special discount. It's not the same when you say, yo, Power Boss, you my homie, you been buying shit here all day. You know, you always come, you're my best customer. I got you. I'm hooking you up with a nice discount on the next one. Right? That when I tell you, Power Boss, this is gonna be $20 more because I know you always come get my shit no matter what, and I'm gonna take advantage of you. That's the difference. But I digress, Power Boss. Look, ponies are wrong, are right, and I'm wrong. You know, that's just how it is. I'm wrong. You know, ponies are right.
That's
just,
essentially what they're saying. Yeah, you come by here more often. I know you're going to keep coming back, so why not charge you out the ass just because I can? Xbox, you just have Game Pass, and you get all sorts of discounts just for having Game Pass.
Yeah.
Not to mention the free games.
Dude, hey, I hate when fucking gamers, this is so stupid. I'm sorry, guys, you know, but dude, take advantage of these fucking companies, though. Xbox, who cares? Trillion. You hear this $1 trillion company. I had somebody else on Twitter said today that Xbox made no money. I'm like, are you insane? Are you fucking insane? It's like saying Nintendo doesn't make money or PlayStation doesn't make money. Are you fucking insane? They make a whole lot of money, more money than they can even spend. And Xbox has overtaken Windows in some quarters. So for you to come over here and tell me that Xbox makes no money, that's ridiculous and utter bullshit. You know, they all make money. Steam made money. Doesn't matter if they give you a discount. Epic makes money, regardless of how dead the store is. Even if they give you those free games, yeah, they're making money some way, somehow, somewhere. I don't know how they're making money, but they're making it. Like, that's not a fucking problem as a gamer. Stop being concerned about these finances. Take care of your own shit. You don't need to be concerned about how much money Xbox makes. Like, I had another Xbox guy leave me a comment saying, "Oh, if the next Xbox have a bunch of exclusives, a lot more people are gonna buy it, and it'll be better for us." Like, for us, but what about the rest of the fucking gamers? Are you stupid?
All I'd have to say is, bitch, you stupid, because the Series S, the Series X, the Xbox One had plenty of exclusives. Some that are still not even on PC, like Crackdown 3.
Halo 5. Yeah,
and
I know.
It didn't sell the system.
The
Series S was cheap. So the entry point was there. So if they didn't want an Xbox then, they sure as hell ain't going to want one now for whatever their reasoning. Some say that they like PlayStation better, and that's fine. Some say that they like Nintendo better. That's fine. Game where you want a fucking game. But don't try to say that one console is exactly the same, identical, or better than all the others because of XYZ, because PC already beats that hands down for one. Accessibility, compatibility, and everything versatile that PC can do.
Yep.
And Xbox is now bringing more things. And you know what? Come to speak of, consoles versus PC demo, there's one thing that I haven't heard about throughout all of this and all the things that are coming out of the GDC that C-Money and everybody's been posting. Weren't we teased with a rumor a while back that Xbox was supposed to be bringing down the online paywall?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I think
I know that Game Pass is
sense.
getting the free tier.
Yeah, I don't think they're getting rid of that. And I think that's going to be the biggest issue for me, right? For me. Now, for example, look, my Xbox is broken. Everybody knows that. I need to take it to a repair shop. I haven't had the time. But that makes me like want to go ahead and just get PC Game Pass because I'm not using Ultimate. I'm not taking it like Ultimate makes sense for me because I have the Xbox and I go back and forth and I play some games in the cloud, whatever, sometimes here and there. But the only reason that I have Ultimate active still is because I still use the cloud. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like they need to get rid of that shit. Like online paying for online. But then again, they're bringing you a new console with some sort of like you would say like a bubble in which you could be safe within the PC. If you know what I mean, that's what I was talking about earlier. Like in Xbox mode, there's no way that you're gonna catch a virus. There's no way that you're gonna do something stupid that is gonna fuck your system up.
Right. It basically locks down your PC for as long as
So
it's
I
active.
think that's the service that they basically trying to charge you for now. And that's fine. But if you think about it in the PC side of things, we don't really have to pay. That thing is coming.
And that's supposed to be April, isn't it?
Yeah, April. And whether your Game Pass subscription is active or not, I'm going to be able to use it. So that's my beef with this. And I agree with you. It should be free. But at the end of the day, they're charging you for the service. Listen.
Well, here's the thing, though.
At least they give you something.
We know how it works now.
Yeah.
Where you have your subscription active. Not only do you get to play online, but you get your cloud saves. You have Game Pass in whatever capacity, depending on the tier that you have. And cloud saves are already free. So my thing is, if they do make the online component free, they have the ad-supported tier of Game Pass. And take it or leave it if you want the ads, but if you don't even subscribe to that because you don't even want that, okay, and that's understandable. Who wants ads while playing games? Yeah. My thing is, what are they going to continue to charge the online for? Just the Game Pass, and that's going to be it?
Yeah, it's just the Game Pass.
Syncing your PC to cloud saves.
Yeah,
it's going to be a very uphill battle to try and sell. But it could be nothing but good any way you look at it.
Yeah, I agree. They still would like, dude, look, this is a stream of revenue that they don't want to get rid of, which is like, you were getting all these people who were subscribed to Game Pass just because they wanted Xbox Live, right? They wanted to play online, right? So now it's going to be hard for them to be like, okay, we're not going to make this money anymore, which is like the same situation that Sony PlayStation has with the PC ports. That's what we don't believe, that they're gonna completely stop that shit, because this is some money that they're making, and they like as a company. And if anybody here in the past has run a business, you don't really want to kill, like, you know what I mean? You're making money here, even if it's just very little, you still want to make that money. It's not like okay, I'm not gonna make this money. Like companies, this is a behavior. They want to make money. They want to make money as much as possible. They have this mindset. And I think a lot of guys and a lot of people are really like taking this out of context and making it, turning it into something that they wanted to be. But I do agree with you. I do believe that the online paying wall needs to freaking go. That's outdated. But at the end of the day, they also offer you Game Pass. And even if you have core or premium, I think premium tier is probably like the one that a lot of people are using at the moment, because Ultimate got a little too expensive, and I think they need to like start separating that more.
And don't forget that PC Premium is also a little different and has some good stuff too, and it's cheaper.
I say, give me the day one games on Premium, right? And on Ultimate, add all the cloud, the Fortnite V-Bucks, and all that bullshit that you want to add Ultimate. That's what he said. Ultimate. But I still want to have the day one games, because regardless of how people feel about Xbox making money or not, I am the one getting the benefit. And it's okay for me to be spoiled and demand from a company that I'm spending, like I spend on Xbox and in gaming in general, thousands of dollars. And I think everybody here has, right? So that's the least that they can do. Give me content for me to play, because I've been your customer for a long time. I'm spending a whole lot of money here. I'm an active Game Pass user. So I buy games when I need to buy them and when I want to. And I'm constantly, interacting with your platform. So that's what we deserve. as gamers. We deserve the day one games because that's what they promise. You know what I'm saying? And they better stand on that word because otherwise I'm gonna be pissed off. You know, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna start hating Xbox, but I would get me pissed off. You know, it'll definitely make me play with Xbox less if they do that. Let's just put it that way.
I agree. I agree.
Okay, day one
Shout
game
out to
is a
Archangel Nexus
huge
in the
part.
chat.
You were saying? Well, anyways, let me go ahead and see chat because you guys been active and I've been like, ranting. So
Oh, I was just saying, shout out to Archangel Nexus in the chat.
hey, shout out to all of you. I'm gonna go read chat now, bro. I'm super behind. Okay. Shout out to Jules. He said, yes, the Steam sales are amazing. Tarnish Gamers said this is a bad thing because the PlayStation won't get the same upgrades. Yeah, they won't get the same, the same thing that Xbox is getting next generation. It's crazy. People calling games back when they play like Vada Dark. Ooh, Powerbus. Did you see that?
I heard about something that she was doing. I didn't see her gameplay though.
Listen, I got nothing against her, but like when you talk shit about games and you're trying to cook a game, you better know how to play that shit, bro. There's no way that I'm gonna accept that you talk shit about a game and you don't know how to play it.
Depends on what she was talking shit about.
I don't know what she was talking shit. She was supposedly saying the marathon sucked, but she didn't know how to play. This is like me getting into a match of Street Fighter that I haven't played in years, getting my ass whooped and says Street Fighter sucks. Like, what?
I mean, that's a little different compared to somebody like Reforge.
Oh, yeah, no. Reforge is next level.
No. Specifically, like, not saying that he's good or bad or whatever, but what I'm saying is his background of gaming, we know he was a good Destiny 2 player, right? And streamer and things like that. Well, at least in his own mind anyway, but that's besides the point. But he's going from a shooter to a shooter. That is a more direct comparison. And, I'll actually give Reforge the benefit of the doubt and say, hey, at least with Marathon, he knows what the hell he's talking about because he's played games in a similar vein. I don't know what the hell Vera Dark plays. I don't know what her experience with FPSs are. So I don't know how far I want to take her word on a game like Marathon because I don't know her background in gaming. Now, when she's talking about things that are woke in video games or feminizing in video games or things like that, sure, I'll go ahead and listen to her. She's usually on point with those takes.
Right. Yeah,
but it's a different scenario.
I think you nailed it. It depends on your background in gaming. The fact that she played that game horribly doesn't mean that she plays other games like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna admit it here. When the first couple of matches that I had marathon, I looked lost. I didn't know what I was going. I was learning the map and all of that. But you can tell for the way that she was playing that she was literally ass. But anyways, that's not the point. That's not even the topic. But like Riot Gaming here saying, don't let them use your PC. That's what I was talking about with my little cousins. They come through. I let them play, bro. Why not? I'm more excited for Steam Machine and Project Helix. Yeah. There's a rumor about Steam Machine being only 1080p, 30 FPS type thing. But I think what Steam Machine purpose is going to be...
That is for Steam verification. That is not what they are going to be produced at. Because that's like saying Starfield is 1080p, 30 FPS after it's gotten all the patches and it's been out for this long. And even though it is 1080p 30 on quality mode, both on PC and even on Xbox performance mode, you can still run it at higher resolution and higher frame rates.
Tarnish Gamer saying Modus Law is a clown. I have a 4080 and that's BS. I think it's kind of like strange for somebody who like based their whole channel around tech to be talking insane shit like that. That's something that J-Dub or J-Tech or Reforge would tell you. But I was expecting better from him. I'm extremely disappointed because that's not the truth. I had a 3080 who kicked every console made ass. Like still to this day, I go to my little cousin's house, I give it to him, and that's just still running games great, better than any console. I don't
Speaking
care.
of a 3080, I might be getting that in my PC because I had a spare one laying around.
Woo! 38 is fucking dope, bro. Shout out. Classic Cage also had one. Shout out to her. She said, Demo Flow is cooking. I'm becoming pretty versatile with games on controller or mouse and keyboard. I think I look, when I started playing on PC, I didn't want to touch the mouse and keyboard. Look, I was like, nah, man, fuck that. Da, da, da. And then my brother-in-law got me into it and started learning with games like Valorant, Counter-Strike. And I was like, okay, I get what you're saying. Then I started using it and getting more comfortable in games like Call of Duty and stuff like that. But I'm still a noob, you know? I'm still a noob. I'm getting better. And by the way, all this Call of Duty gameplay here was on mouse and keyboard, so not bad, right? I'm getting better. Let me see, because I do have another
Mouse and keyboard definitely offers more precision overall.
Yeah,
I still prefer a lot of the games that I play on my PC with controller. Even some simple games, you know, like point and click games like Slay the Spire, for instance.
right,
You know, I play that
facts.
on my PC Game Pass, and I don't mind using my keyboard for that. But you know, it's nice having a controller for it. Even a game like Balatro,
Yeah.
I do the same thing with. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, I've always played on both since I was very young, so I've always learned how to, you know, play with mouse and keyboard and a controller. And I'll use the same thing, like just with Power World on PC. I'll play both with my controller and with mouse and keyboard, switching it up every different time I play, depending on what I want.
Yeah. Honestly, this gameplay too on mouse and keyboard. I've been practicing on Apex. I've been getting cooked, but I've been getting some nice kills too. Some nice games. It's hard, dude. It's hard because I'm more comfortable on controller. I know if I play on controller, I'll play. I can actually translate what I'm thinking into my gameplay. But with like sometimes I'll be looking at some of the keys, like what are they? I have to like look down on the keyboard. So I'm not that comfortable yet. But
Yeah,
I
it's
keep on
definitely muscle
trying.
memory for a keyboard.
Yeah, I don't really know, but as you can see in the gameplay, I ain't no that of arc for sure. So, uh, G may be in the house. No, actually, called Classic Cage. I got my own gift. I am getting my own gift. I'm kind of sad that it's coming next week and not now, because I'm definitely getting Crimson Desert. Super excited to play Crimson Desert. And I'm
No,
gonna
she
pick
was
it up
talking
day
about the
one.
5 gifted. She got her own gifted.
Oh, shout
That's what
out!
she was
That's
talking
crazy.
about.
Oh shit, she got her own gift. That's crazy. Like, hey, there you go. Go check out my. If you just became a member, because I can see right now who it is. Go check it out. My members tab. There's a lot of content in there that you haven't seen. Go check it out. I promise you, it's wild. Lil Ray Tito saying, want to see that Halo or Gear crossover with Call of Duty. Yeah, definitely. And now, I don't know if you know, but there is a Doom collaboration with Diablo. So it's happening. Microsoft is connecting their own multiverse or universe in, doing little collaborations with different games. And I think that's beautiful, man. Lycos 45 say, I have tried many times to play on keyboard and mouse with a lot of different games. I only like it for games like Diablo. Are you serious? I can't play Diablo mouse and keyboard. That's fucking wild. I get lost because you have to press all the numbers, right? So for that, I had the mouse.
Depends on which Diablo you're talking about playing.
Yeah, but for Diablo 4, I play with my Razer Naga Pro, is my other mouse that has a bunch of buttons on the side, up to like 12 or something. And you can like, you know what I'm saying? Like map it so that you can have it easily on the side. So that's the way I do it. I don't know. I'm different.
I mean, you probably got like the Naga Hex, which has like 12 buttons or 16 buttons.
Yeah, I
or
got the Naga.
interchangeable
I got the
faceplate.
Naga Pro, and it has like different plates. I have
Yeah,
a plate with
yeah.
like 3 buttons, and
That's primarily an MMO mouse.
Yeah. I want an Elite Controller 3 or the new controller for Xbox. We all want that, dude. The only thing going on now with the Elite Controller is that it became obsolete. And why is that? Because the newer controllers are coming with 1,000 hertz pull rate, and that significantly decreases your input lag. So the Xbox Series controller, the Elite, doesn't come with a put rate, which is like, not very competitive at the moment, but it had its time, right? For sure. Serve 6028. I'm a play Fallout remasters. I enjoyed the Oblivion remaster a ton. There you go, man. Riot Gaming, like and share. Lycos45 saying ponies would say the Elder Scrolls series sucked if they were exclusive to Xbox. And that's exactly what happened to Starfield. And expect more scrutiny like that. Okay. Serve 6028. I don't care about exclusivity. Any game exclusive to
I
Xbox.
still haven't seen anything official on the Starfield April anything.
I don't know if it's official or not,
PlayStation official launch, no DLC update announcement trailer, nothing of that for April for Starfield. And you know me, I love my Bethesda games.
No one PlayStation exclusive got me to buy a PlayStation, and not many Xbox exclusive will get PlayStation fans to buy an Xbox. It just doesn't work like it did in the 90s. And yeah, I'm glad you brought that point, because back in the 90s, you had the Nintendo 64 and the PlayStation. Both had and the Sega, right? The Saturn. The thing is, bro, they all had different ways, different like cartridges. One had cartridges, the other had CDs, the other had a CD that was smaller, yada, yada. It was different, right? Hardware. But now everything is so compatible. We're seeing games like Resident Evil 9 running on a phone. Dude, like technology is getting crazy. So I feel like the whole console, my console is different than your console, is obsolete at this point. Sujinso in the house, 30 viewers. Well, we had 30 viewers, now we got less. But shout out to everybody watching for whatever you're watching, whether you're watching from Kick, where you're watching from Twitch or YouTube. Shout out to all of you. I can't even tell how many, but shout out to all of you, man. Ponies were really hurt, but what? Ponies were really but your game on more than any device. Dynamic pricing. That's crazy, bro. That right there, that's what like did it for me, bro. I love the 360 backwards compatibility. I'm playing Mass Effect 2 360 version right now, trying to 100% all of the achievements. That's awesome, man. Like, do your thing and your grind, bro.
In light of the recent news about Black Flag remake, I actually am playing my 360 version on my Series X console. And believe it or not, Demo, I booted it up after I downloaded it, and it registers that I still had my season pass and all the DLC that I had.
Nice.
I had to start my game fresh, though. I don't know why.
Bye. So we got Lil Ray Tito saying Sony is desperate for money. They will have no choice but to keep games on PC. Good luck with dynamic pricing. What a joke. I agree, bro. And I was seeing a comment, somebody was asking me, Invincible. Shout out to you, man. Demo Flow, do you think the new Xbox will have a disk drive? If they really, really, really want to do the backwards compatibility shit, I think it will have a disk drive. Just because they want you to bring your original and Xbox 360 games and Xbox One and Series S and X. I think it will. But I also think they will also have a digital version. Okay? So be mindful of that. I don't know how I feel about it because, like I said, I went digital a long time, so that's not really a concern to me. But it will be definitely a good move if they have the disk drive, just because people would love to play those games. That's just how it is. Let me see. The dynamic pricing system is literally a reverse reward system. Yeah, it's literally the more you spend, the more they charge you. Like, it's so freaking dumb, bro. So freaking dumb. Dynamic pricing is bullshit. Sony is desperate for money. They will have no choice but to keep games on PC. Good luck with dynamic pricing. What a joke. I think I've read that before. I'm really not trying to have a financial conversations with financially illiterate bums on Twitter. Yeah, man. Like, a lot of these people can't even see, like, they're super dumb, dude. Like, honestly, They leaked the PlayStation boots. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the next Xbox controller can do. I know a lot of people want the hectic feedback bullshit, but I'm gonna tell you right here, right now, I turned off uh, vibration on my controller. I don't really like it. I think it's outdated. If you like it, fine, but it really throws me off when I'm playing. And sometimes when I have the controller on the table and it starts vibrating, it makes this crazy ass noise. And I have a kid that's sleeping. Like, I don't really want that, none of that. So, I mean, I'm different. Maybe you guys care, but I don't care about no hectic feedback. All I care is about TMR sticks, back buttons. Give us that shit. You know, trigger stops.
Give us Hall Effect sticks.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now TMR is better, but yeah, give us that.
I mean, I haven't seen much on TMR, but at least I know Hall Effects are
oh yeah,
tried and proven.
I was watching a video from this Call of Duty Pro, and it was straight up saying TMR is paid to win. His accuracy increased from like 5 to 10 points using those sticks.
Okay.
So it's not that it gives you more aim assist, it's that it gives you more precision. I mean, of course, it's a pro player, dope player that is like incredibly, like, you know, is miles ahead from me. So
yeah, I get you.
They change more than I could possibly see it. But you know, I would trust somebody who, like, I know is good with the game like that more than, you know, I don't know, somebody who doesn't play games like that. Let me see. Eternal D87. These ponies are malfunctioning. They see new times are coming. They can help it, but it scares them. They can handle this natural phenomenon that we go through. Is called change. And bro, you nailed it. They scared of change. Shout out to the Archangel Nexus. Jules saying Game Pass way more valuable than PlayStation Plus. Did y'all hear about the new Xbox backwards compatibility initiative? Yeah, it's huge. They are literally bringing backwards compatibility to PC as well. So that's what I'm saying. Like, everything that Xbox is doing is totally benefiting not only the Xbox player, but all gamers in general. Okay. Game Pass needs a customization tier. That's awesome. Yeah, bro, I would like to see that. One tier that doesn't include cloud gaming, doesn't include the Fortnite and free-to-play game shit. And
well,
just
back when they announced the price hikes for Game Pass, I said, hey, do away with tiers and have it either you have online or you don't. Then you have sliders on Game Pass and you choose what you want. So like me, I don't care about the Fortnite V-Bucks. Let me take that shit off and take that off of the final price.
Easy. Yeah.
If I don't care about Ubisoft games, because everything that's on Ubisoft, like the Assassin's Creed games, you know, that I want to play, I already own. Let me take that off and take the price off of that. You know, it's not that the games are bad, but I already own them or have other ways of playing them. So I don't care about that particular feature. So let me remove that from my price and have it suit my needs.
Shout out to Rare Gaming, but you're Unk now, demo at 39. Nah, bro, I'm still doing my thing, bro. Oh, shout out to you. You don't even have to if you don't want to. I primarily use a controller for almost everything. And that's another truth, too. You don't have to use the mouse and keyboard on computer. You can play with, you know, as long as the game supports it, right? We got Jago6 in the house. Hello, fellow gamers. How's it going, Pablo? He said, dude, still playing Apex? I'm done with that game until they bring something different. Yeah, I was playing. I got back to Apex mainly because I wanted to practice on the mouse and keyboard, but also because of the Gundam event, which, matter of fact, I got the skins. I posted it the other day on Twitter. I got me a couple because I had some extra money from battle passes that I had in the past and all that. And I was like, you know what? Let me get the Gundam skin. So I got me 2 of them. I got me the one from Valkyrie, and I got me Revenant, which I've been playing Revenant lately. And, you know, I've been actually enjoying Apex, bro. Back again, they have been doing much better with these are the skins. Got me the one for Valkyrie. She looks dope. And
Kind of looks like
regular.
it's a Gundam.
Yeah, it is. It is the Gundam event, and they even give you the Gundam rifle that it does like 1,000,000
A
damage. So
beam
people,
rifle? Holy shit.
yeah, that shit crazy. Yeah, game is
Nice.
they've been putting some seasoning in Apex lately, and no, now I was looking at the Steam charts the other day, and I think Apex was like at 125,000 players, which is like wow. Like if you think about it, Apex came out in 2019.
Yeah.
So, and that's only on PC. So you can imagine in console there might be even more players. Who knows? But yeah, man, I've been loving the new event, and yeah, I think Apex is still relevant. The Burnt Peanut was playing the other day, dude. The Burnt Peanut was playing the other day. So he kind of like brought back a bunch of people to play the game again. And I think that the streamers could have a positive influence in the game, and they could also have a negative influence in the game. One game that didn't survive no matter what was High Guard. The last day was yesterday, I think, and they completely closed the game, delisted it from Steam and every platform. And you know what a sad day for gaming. But that's what happens when you don't listen to feedback. And the marathon situation is sort of like the same. The toxic positivity is crazy. The other day I
To be
posted
fair,
something.
High Guard devs at least were actually listening.
Yeah, and no marathon devs are actually listening too, but the changes that I'm making are not the best. Like they increase the range at which you can hear gunshots. That's literally bad
They're
because
focusing on the wrong things.
exactly they focusing on the wrong things. And look, hey, to each their own. I've been enjoying marathon for what it's worth, but at the same time, I'm seeing the community being extremely positive and toxic about it. Like you
I
tell them,
pity
like,
the
hey,
fool who's
listen,
enjoying Marathon.
this shell, like I don't like the shell, the assassin shell. That's the one that has active camo, and that shit, like motherfuckers love to hide, do already in the game, and you put something that they can, utilize in that sense and hide all over the damn map. I don't like it because in Halo you have to fight for the active camo. It's in the middle of the map. You better get there first before the other team, you know. And then when you kill somebody, the other person respawns. But when it comes to like marathon, you get killed by somebody who's like invincible, ratting in a corner. It's just like aggravating. You know what I'm saying? It is not fun to me. It wasn't fun for me and my boys that we're getting ratted out like that. And then we started like, okay, I can't play with this shell because I want to play with this shell, but now I have to pick this other shell so that I can try and counter these motherfuckers trying to hide. So it's sort of like pushing everybody to use that shell and to use certain shells to counter it. And it's just like it kills the variety in the game. In my opinion, it has no place in an extraction shooter. Active camo has no place. I don't care what no one says. It has no place in no extraction shooters. You only get
I
one
will
life.
say they need to have like some sort of a module somewhere else on your character that you can equip that essentially mimics the other shell's abilities. Maybe not to the fullest extent.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But like say for instance, the assassin sends out the ping. So that's while the playing as the assassin shell, that's always active. That's always there. You can always see them. So or if it's only like once every like 15 seconds that you can do it, so make the module once every 30 seconds. Make it a longer cooldown for not using the shell.
I don't know, bro. I just feel like
That's
he
the
doesn't
only
have
way
a
I can
place
think
in
of
the
it
game.
being.
He doesn't have a place in the game because the game is already confusing as fuck.
Oh, absolutely.
And look, I'm not saying that it's confusing to me. It is sort of confusing to me, but I'm already getting the hang of it. But for the new player that comes and get ratted out off of spawn, right? You spawning and you getting ratted out straight up by somebody who's invincible, like that's gonna turn you the fuck off. And I get it. Marathon hardcore players that want the game to remain like this, but the game is gonna die if it doesn't get any new players, because that's the trend. The game is not getting any new players. Like the community sort of like
In
stagnated.
fact, day to day, it's bleeding about 2K players a day.
Yeah. And it goes down to, okay, how frustrating can it get? You know? And I get it. I'm a hardcore gamer too, and I understand, but like Marathon is in a different situation. They need new players. They need people to buy the game, you know, so that they can continue to survive. If they continue to be players at this rate, like, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with Bungie.
Have they
And
released the Metacritic for it yet?
no, bro, like we're still waiting. No,
Still?
like that's the damage control that we're talking
Jesus.
about. The media is being smacked, man, and PlayStation is Roman Reigns.
Shout out to King David. You know, I commented on a post for him talking about it. Him and somebody else, I think it was Brook Boy, who said something along the lines of, you know, Bungie asked PlayStation to hold off the critics until the end of the month or something, and they've got a couple points here and there of critics and things that posted things but no scores, this, that, and the other. And they said, you know, if this was Xbox, they'd be all over it like a fly on shit.
Yep.
So what I said in response was, I say go ahead, let Xbox do this. The first time a news outlet burns that bridge this coming generation, from Asha Sharma's taking over or not, burn that bridge. Let them dig their own grave. Let them buy their own review copies. Put them on a blacklist. Let Xbox know who they can trust.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about none of that, bro, honestly. But like, I hate this shit. Like, if your game releases and it's been out for a week, where are the reviews? And I'm not the one type of gamer who like go
And
on.
Marathon's been out over a week now.
Yeah, I can judge game by myself. Like, this is what I do when I want to play a game and I don't know much about it. I watch somebody play it, somebody that I trust in the gaming knowledge and skill. One of the streamers. Like, it's not the same to watch a regular person play something like Marathon than to watch somebody like, you know, like ASU or like, you know, Staycation. One of those dudes that, you know, they're crazy as fuck playing FPS, right? It's a different thing. The game is going to look better when they play it, and that's for sure. So I always go to people who know what they're doing and that they can explain what the game is about rather than reading a review. You know, but even then, you still don't know because you don't really get the hands on the game. You don't know until then. You need to try this shit out for yourself. In the case of Marathon, it's hard because it's $40. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people ask themselves, what am I playing for? My shit is gonna get wiped next season. What's the whole point? And look, sadly, I have to agree with them. You know, because it's like, okay, what's next? Next season, my shell is gonna be weak again. I'm not gonna have shit in the inventory. It's back at it again, and it's like,
And a season wipe is every 3 months.
Listen,
Marathon's not going to even last 1 month at this rate.
I mean, let's see when the first wipe happens. If people are willing to come back and continue to grind, I do believe that Marathon has a great gameplay loop. I do believe that the gunplay is solid. I got over the art style and all of that shit already. I feel like the game, you know, is nice. It's just not for everybody. You know, it's not just for everybody, and that's the problem.
You know what? Chad actually brought up a good point just now.
Mm-hmm.
The new Fairy remastered of Bravely Default, a 3DS game, skipping the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Not one media outlet is saying anything about, oh, devs are not prioritizing PlayStation anymore. All you hear is the fanboy saying, oh, I guess Capcom's not going all in on their multi-platform strategy anymore. Oh,
no,
dude,
check
perfect.
it out.
Perfect.
Look. I got this dude, Oliver Darko. Turns out Square Enix is not so multi-platform, so he's crying because it's not on PlayStation.
Absolutely.
So I said, exclusives are pro-consumer. Yes, until you are in the receiving end. And this is only a Square Enix remaster. Imagine if Xbox goes back to exclusivity with 40 plus studios. This does not benefit me in any way. And people started crying. You know, you already know. You can see all the content.
Jesus
You know,
Christ.
so
Oh, there's Blue
look
Urkel.
at it. Look at this dude. Look, you ever heard of October Traveler, bro? Who the fuck you think you talking
Yeah,
to,
it's on
bro?
fucking Game Pass, moron.
Like, the fuck, bro? Bro, whatever, man. Fuck these dudes, bro. I don't give a shit about him. That's my energy right now. But this is what's going on.
Yeah.
Listen, when PlayStation
Now, should it be
gets
on
skipped,
PlayStation? Absolutely. There was other Bravely defaults that were on the PSP handheld, for God's sakes.
yeah, it's pitiful. And look, nobody's talking about it. Nobody.
Absolutely.
There is no push square article. There is no. PlayStation getting skipped. Yada yada, making all these goofy headlines, right?
None of them are saying anything about it.
None
That's
of them
the
are
thing.
saying nothing, dude. None of them. It's incredible how how well Sony PlayStation get treated by the media, right? It's insane, dude. It's insane. And check out this article, Paul Bowles. I think you're gonna love this.
Hit me.
So let me see. Sony decides VTubers may be the best way to save PS5 in Japan.
What?
Bro,
I did not see this.
bro, I can make this up, bro.
Age lineup? What?
Bro, dude, listen right now, bro. Regardless of console sales,
I am baffled at that statement of headline.
all that shit, it's insane. It's insane. So yeah, we're not even gonna talk about this, but just so you know, this is a shit that they be talking, dude.
I'm gonna find that later.
Yeah, I'll send you the article later. Holy shit. Let me go ahead and I was going through my bull market because it's a lot of like Sonny Boney Salt out there. Look at this. Also, like when it comes to Marathon, look at this article by Game Rant. Marathon is being review bombed on Metacritic. But there's clear proof that a majority of its negative reviews can be completely ignored. Okay, so we're gonna ignore Marathon. Why? Why didn't we ignore Highguard? Why didn't we ignore Starfield and all the other games that people like negatively review? And we have to be different towards Marathon. Look, I actually like the game, but I call it out. Keep it real. Be fair. If the game is being review bombed or it's getting bad reviews, one thing is different: getting bad reviews, getting review bombed. If the game is getting review bombed because people don't like the art style, people don't like the art style, bro. It is what it is. Don't like.
That's not a review bomb.
I mean, that's not a review bomb. I don't like the art style. I don't like the shells. They're ugly. That's a fair criticism. That's not like
it's stupid, but you're right. It is fair.
It is fair. Like I don't like red. I like blue.
Pretty much.
The fuck. Like that means that it's not popular with everybody, and that's okay. That's okay. This wasn't not gonna be Call of Duty.
I made a comparison. That's like going online and saying I like green or blue or red, and no matter what color you say, you're gonna always have the weirdos in the offshoot come out of nowhere and say, "So you hate orange?" Okay, where the fuck was that in the conversation? Goddamn it!
It's crazy, bro. Check it out. MBG. Next-gen consoles are rumored to be coming holiday 2027.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
Sony PlayStation 6 traditional console experience, exclusive games, price $600 and $800. Where the fuck did you get this shit from? God damn it! Microsoft Project Helix console PC hybrid, full Windows 11 multiple storefronts, price $1,000 to $100. Which ones are you buying? This is a console.
These are leaks off of Moore's Law is dead, by the way.
Bro, They don't know shit. Like, and the fact that they're saying that PlayStation is coming in the holiday of 2027, that's bullshit. Because Sony PlayStation came out here and said 2028. Like,
At earliest.
bro, 2028 at earliest. Sony
I'm still
PlayStation
thinking
official message.
that they're not going to come out until 2030. And if they don't release some games, PlayStation 5 will officially be the worst console generation in PlayStation's history.
But why did I have to lie and say the PlayStation is coming in 2027 and that the price is going to be 600? How? How do you know the price? And then they claiming that PlayStation is going to do ray tracing. Bro, the PlayStation 5 Pro is already $800 in this last gen. What do you think that the generation is going to be like back in the I don't know, in the early 2000s, that next generation will go back to the same price?
If they're talking about doing that PlayStation Portable that was rumored, I can see that being that price. And it's not going to be any better than the fucking PS Portal, which is already a waste of fucking e-garbage.
Look at this article by this joke of an outlet. This is like the news. This is an article says site. No one is buying this on PS5. PC port begging already unbearable as Sony switches strategy. What the fuck is this, dude?
It's Crimson Desert, which is already on fucking PC. The fucking morons.
No, this is actually Satos. It looks like, I know it looks a little bit like Crimson Desert, but it's actually Satos. They capping for Satos so hard. And I'm gonna tell you this right here, right now. Satos is gonna be extremely mid. It's gonna be like Returnal. Like, bro,
it's literally Returnal 2.0. It looks like it does everything better than Returnal.
It can jump.
In every
it
aspect.
Can jump. Guess what, bro? There's plenty of fucking games in which you can jump to.
Yeah.
Bro, there's so much Sony Pony Soul, bro. It's incredible, dude.
I don't think it's going to be anything more than a niche audience, because even Returnal sold, 1.6 million, I think, on PlayStation?
Mm-hmm.
And in 21 months, it launched on PC with no fanfare. It had a spotlight at the Game Awards, and 2 months later, it launched with a trailer in between. No advertising whatsoever about this fucking game. And it sold anywhere between 165,000 at launch to maybe 800,000 total on PC to date.
Hey, check this one out. In the Xbox presentation, this is not speaking about where the games are going. This was speaking like developers that are developing for Xbox. How when you develop for Xbox, it'll help your development and it'll make everything easier when games go to other platforms. They're not talking about Xbox exclusives or exclusivity or nothing. This is straight up development, developer talk. And he went ahead, Suitek, and tried to be funny. PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4. Fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, it's not talking about
PlayStation was gonna get the Xbox exclusive new literature, guys. We don't know. We don't know what the fuck is gonna happen.
I think the Helix is going to leave the PlayStation 4 in the dust. I don't think games are going to be made for the PS4 anymore from the Helix on.
Whoa, Marathon is being developed for the PS4.
I'm talking about for Project Helix on.
But Marathon is developed for is developing for PS4. This is how desperate they are for gamers, bro.
Right.
You know, let me see. And there he goes, your homie, bro. This is your favorite. Look at this. Project Helix hasn't even come out.
Fucking koala.
Fucking Project Helix hasn't even come out, and he's already saying that he's gonna flop, that it's gonna be bad. Why? Can't you give it the benefit?
I mean,
of the doubt?
The 360 didn't fucking die. It damn near stomped the PS3.
Dude, whatever, bro. Like, these guys don't even know what they're talking about.
And people like to conveniently forget about that shit too.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit.
Now, don't get me wrong. PS3 did beat the Xbox 360 in the end, because the Xbox 360 basically stopped producing games for like the last year and a half when they were focusing on launching the Xbox One. And that killed everything for Xbox because of the whole TV bullshit.
Yeah. And this one flew under the radar as usual, swept under the rug. The Until Dawn PS5 remake studio is officially gone for good. Two
Yep,
studios
I saw
dead
that too.
in less than a year. Blue Point and now this. Last year,
Two studios closed within
the
a
Concord
month of each
studio.
other.
Yeah, I mean, PlayStation is at this point closing more studios than releasing games.
They already have.
And bro, boy, look, everything
No,
is
you know what's
peaches and
wild,
cream.
Demo? They have closed more studios this gen than they have made remakes, remasters, and put out new games this gen.
Yeah, they're so they
So think about
like,
that.
close Japan studios. They like, bro, like, come on, bro. They like, I don't care what any pony said, bro. This is a reality that they're facing, dude. This is a reality that they're facing. This shit look under the radar. And the funny thing, I was watching the other day, sadly, the MBG stream, and bro, these ponies are so like conceited. They think they're shit. They're like, okay, yeah, Blue Point news are gonna last 24 hours. PlayStation is preparing something special for us. They're nothing special, Poppy. There ain't nothing special for you. I know a studio closed. That's what's special. But
Why
nobody
are they
say
going to
nothing
pay
because it's
millions of
PlayStation.
dollars for a spotlight when they have the same reiteration of everything being shown already? Because the only thing that they got going on is Wolverine, Sorrows, maybe Fair Game still, and nothing else. Everything else is third party. Everything else is being drip fed by Xbox. Forza Horizon 6, not coming at day one. Clockwork Revolution, who knows if they're getting it. Starfield, who knows if they're getting that. That's 3 years old. You know, yeah, they're getting Fable, they're getting the brand new Halo campaign Evolved, which I'm worried about, but that's a different story. And then we don't even know if Gears E-Day is coming out.
Check this out. J Bar, I've been running an experiment on not having PS Plus for a week. I've lasted 5 days so far, but I don't know how long I can hold out. I've been good with just playing Marvel Rivals. PlayStation needs to cancel this online requirement to play their games online. The one person who told you PlayStation Plus is the shit don't even want to be subscribed to PlayStation Plus. Support the fucking devs.
No, that wasn't him. That was his partner, Persona.
Oh, yeah, but you know, I mean, yeah. I mean,
The
you know
Whoops
what I'm talking
podcast.
about. He's part of the same gang. Same
The
shit.
Whoops podcast, yeah.
Same shit. Same shit. Look, I'm not. Look, this is what they need to be cooked, bro. Cooked with no seasoning, dude. Check it out. This is another one of his tweets. He's in a row, bro. Look, this is Rage Bait. PS5 Pro better than the Project Helix. Bro, how? The Project Helix hasn't even come out. 314 assholes like this shit. Like, listen, we say all the time, stop making people famous. Well, when you go sign shit like this is you are literally contributing to this shit.
That's literally showing not only how dumb he is, but how dumb you are by agreeing with it.
Exactly. Like 314 people here had like, you know, I would say double, like single digit IQ. Like
when you look at it, right? Okay, there was an argument that was made not too long ago about PC versus Xbox versus PlayStation tech, and how Project Helix isn't going to move the needle for PC or Xbox, but Project Amethyst is going to move the needle like it already has done with Pisser and Pisser 2. And all I have to say to that is, one, Mark Cerny has already said that Project Amethyst is not proprietary to the PlayStation. Anybody can use it if they want to. It's still not as good as FSR. It's still not as good as DLSS. We all know this.
We all know
it's not even as good as XESS.
We all know, Power Buzz, that Digital Foundry to review Crimson Desert, they were sent a fucking PS5 Pro with the game installed already so they can run that version. And then they had to delete certain parts of the game because it didn't look good with the ray tracing. The same thing that happened with the fucking Resident Evil Requiem, that they had to delete certain parts because they didn't look good, and they went ahead and capped for the Pisser.
I mean, wasn't it about a week the game launched that they said Capcom's putting out a patch to remove ray tracing completely from the Pro?
They removed it.
And
Because
it's
it's
no
ass.
better or worse than the Xbox Series X version now.
I mean, literally. Like, I mean, look, if you bought a PlayStation 5 Pro and you enjoy it, awesome, dude. Look,
Good on you.
I'm happy for you, dude. But don't come over here and tell me like your console is shit when we see shit like this happening with PlayStation
I've
over
always
and
said,
over
game where you
again.
want to game, enjoy what you want to enjoy, and
Stop
enjoy
trying to
having
beef.
the friends where you have them. But at the same time, don't come into the tech conversation thinking you know shit when you say stupid shit like that. Yes, a PlayStation 5 is about the compatibility of a 2060 Super or 2080 Super, like I got in my computer right now. Okay. Then you go and you move on to the PS5 Pro, and people are saying, oh, it's jumping a whole 30 series gen. It's going to a 3070 now, 3080. No, absolutely fucking not. There is no way in fucking hell that it makes that big of a jump. And then they're talking about how the Project Helix and the PS6 are both going to be 40 series cards. No. From what we've heard, it's going to be targeting the 50 series cards, maybe, for the Project Helix, but the PS6 is looking like it's going to be held back and only going to be a 40 series card. So it's literally going to still be a whole generation behind. And let's not forget that while PlayStation has been developing the PS6 and released this PS5 Pro, Xbox hasn't pushed out a quote unquote pro version of their console. They had one special edition anniversary with the Galaxy Black 2 terabyte edition, but they've been focusing on the Project Helix, the next gen, which people like DCG, Moore's Law is Dead, Nib have all been saying, oh, it's never going to come out, or I'm not going to believe it's going to ever come out until it finally does come out. And then I'm still going to shit on the fucking thing because they don't think that it's going to be anything special when it's literally been proven just from comparing the Xbox Series X to the PS5 Pro and the PS5 base consoles, how much on paper the performance is and real world performance. The PS5 base is about 5%, or no, what was it? 15% less performant than a Series X, but about 25% more performant than a Series S. And then the PS5 Pro is only 5 to 10% better performant than a Series X. Yeah. With some sort of AI upscaling due to Pisser for some sort of whatever they call advanced ray tracing. And then you're talking about now, when you're looking at this Project Helix to the PS6, not even including what the PS5 Pro is doing, which we already know just from the leaks, assuming that these are correct, that it's going to be 40% more performant than the PS6 leaks. Now, mind you, granted, these are leaks, and this is on paper. Yeah. Real world performance is going to determine everything.
Yeah, because that's the thing. There's thing now about Buzz. Now everybody is able to say whatever it is. They put the word rumor in the front at the beginning. Rumor what, man? Shut the fuck up. Pony's been like creating all these false rumors.
The problem is they want to take these rumors as gospel. They want to go off to Reddit and NeoGAF and try to say a reset era, saying, you know, hey, this is what I heard. This is fact. Like Sneakers SO. You think he's right 100% of the time? No. Him, Shinobi, none of them get it 100% right.
Yeah, man. That's insane, man. But guys, thank you so much for coming. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're about to finish the show. But shout out to Sha, man. I see you all, man. Really appreciate you guys coming to
hopefully I'll have my PC back next show.
Yeah. Baba's going to have his PC ready, and we're going to be cooking, bro, because this is what we do. Thank you so much for coming through. I don't know if you guys checked out my last video. Go ahead and check it out. And I'm think that I'm gonna be doing another video soon. Today is gonna be really tight because I do have a lot of shit to do today, sadly. But I think I have a little bit more free time during the weekend. And hopefully I can drop a video. I think Monday I'll probably drop a video. But shout out to Sha. Let me read some of the comments. I don't wanna go without reading your comments. And After that, we're gonna wrap it up. Let me go ahead. Where do we are? And we are over here. I'm back playing Outer Worlds 2 and Visions of Mana, trying to finish games. I need to go back to Visions of Mana. I started it, but I never finished it. I thought it was kind of too much for kids, a little bit. Maybe I need to get over the beginning. I like Trials. Better.
The Mana games have always had extremely good storylines throughout every game.
Yeah, but I like Trials better.
Visions of Mana is just the first time that not only is it on Xbox, but it's also in Game Pass.
Oh, Diego 6 in the house. He say, I'm still playing Outriders. Great game. Not many liked it. Who here has played Outriders World Slayer? Look, I haven't played the expansion, but I have played the game. I completed Outriders like 2-3 times by myself and then with my friends. I had a good time, man, for what it was. I wasn't expecting much. Finished the whole thing. It did overstate its welcome at some point. It was kind of grindy. But other than that, I enjoyed it. I had to check out thank you for reminding me about that DLC. I might check it out. And the weekend. Yeah. I haven't checked out. I think I wanted to play it, but it was like $50, and I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm paying $50 for DLC. So might be like, I don't know, $10 on Steam or some shit. I'll pick it up. I'm back playing Outer Worlds. Shout out to you, MTC Gaming. And it will lose more players when Crescent Thirst drops also. Well, listen, Marathon is crazy because everything is happening at the same time. Marathon drop, then we got the Gundam event at Apex. Then we got the new Blackout, Call of Duty Blackout. Black Ops, Warzone, they dropped yesterday, last night, and everybody was on that shit.
That's the Fallout crossover, isn't it?
No, it's the Battle Royale, but they make it like more OG towards the beginning. Everybody's pumped for that because you drop with no weapons or nothing. You just got to find your loot. They improved the looting system. They made it a little bit better, and everybody had to try it. I was playing Warzone yesterday, but I didn't stay up until that late, honestly. And it released like I think it was like a 12 midnight or some shit. I was like, nah, no way. I'm gonna go ahead and play Call of Duty at this time. But yeah, supposedly people are digging it, people are liking it, some people are hating it. You already know how Call of Duty is, but that shit is happening. We got great games coming too. We got the card game that had like 500,000 players on Steam. We have a bunch of
Slay the Spire 2.
Yes.
$25 on Steam, by the way, for the early access.
Right. Not only that, I mean, you got all the games doing incredible things like Gray Zone Warfare is another extraction shooter that has a...
Sometime later this year, we're getting the Vampire Crawlers, Vampire Survivors card game spinoff.
Nice. So, yeah, there's a lot of extraction shooters like Escape from Tarkov that I'm pretty sure Marathon was able to pull away a couple of people from Escape from Tarkov and other extraction shooters. But then when they see what was going on, they usually go back to the game because that's how it is, dude. That's the game that they like.
Like I said, every day they're losing about 2K players from the peak of the previous day.
Yeah, and I don't really like how people be like, hate watching the charts. Like hoping for the game to fail, man. I don't like that shit.
I check it maybe once a day, twice a day.
Yeah, I'll be checking it because I'm curious, but I don't be hate watching it, hoping for it to drop. If anything, I wanted, they had a good peak. I think it was on Monday. I think they peaked back up to like 60,000 players. Not they didn't peak, but they went up to like 60,000. I think it was like around 10 p.m. or something. But then it looks like people are playing less and less. That's the trend because it looks like that's what's going on.
I don't see it lasting the 3 months to the first seasonal reset.
Yeah, and then but I hate people who like these bastards who go ahead and take a screenshot of the chart like at 5 a.m. in the morning or something with like,
I mean, at least if they're gonna do something like that, they can post the time that they took the screenshot.
Yeah, that's dirty. You don't do that because it makes it like today, for example. I woke up and seen somebody on Twitter. It had like 3,000, 7,000 players, some shit like that. Like, what the fuck? So I went to Steam, to a Steam database, and in there I was able to see that, oh shit, it was like 30 something thousand players, which is like lower than usual, but it's not as bad as 7,000, 9,000 players.
Yeah.
Imagine telling people, wait 1 month till you do a review. Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane. That's damage control. Sony PlayStation. They know Bungie is on live support. They don't listen. If Marathon fails, there's a chance that Bungie might be in trouble. Like,
100%.
Just know that because if they don't produce, and Bungie was very instrumental to the PlayStation strategy with the live service games.
Now,
so
I will give Marathon one benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those numbers are only the Steam numbers. We don't know what it is on console.
Oh yeah, we know because dude, Paul Tassi had an article on it saying that the majority of the players are on PC. I got it here some way somehow. Let me see. It's Paul Tassi.
Considering it's $40, I highly doubt that. I feel sorry for any poor sap who bought it on PlayStation, though.
Man, I don't feel like it's a bad game. I just feel
no. I mean, because if the game does get announced for being shut down, and then the studio Bungie, God forbid, goes away, people on PlayStation aren't going to get that refund because that's just PlayStation's policy.
Yeah, I don't know if I posted it. Oh, I think I posted it. Yeah, I posted it. Let me go ahead and check it out.
Take care, Ray.
Yep. Hold on. I found it here. So here's what Paul Tassi had to say. He said, this video isn't only about Marathon, but as an addendum, I can confirm from Bungie sources that Steam is the primary platform for the game, not console, though some may already have figured that out. Listen, and I posted this. How is PlayStation going to stop their PC ports when PC players keep on saving their games? First, it was Helldivers 2, now Marathon, and it's not looking too good for Bungie, in my opinion. The trend is concerning, and there are a lot of good games coming out. The same thing that we're talking about today, that, Call of Duty, all these games that are like service or multiplayer, they having a hard time maintaining players because of the competition that other games are coming out. Before Absolutely. It was only Call of Duty. So Call of Duty was king. Now there's other games. There's Frapunk, there's Escape from Tarkov, there's Infinite, other, Battlefield. There's a bunch of freaking games for shooters and multiplayer in general that, gamers are being distributed across all these games, and it's not only 2-3 games like we used to have. So
right.
There you have it. So, I mean, that's just how it is, guys. That's just how it is. Let me see. Moore's Law is dead. He's a pro Sony podcast. They always hating on Xbox. I ended up unsubscribing to him. Yeah.
Same thing with Sacred Symbols.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. The funny thing, I don't know if you guys know about this, but they have I didn't know he had a studio and they make games.
Yep. I think this is what his third or fourth game.
The game is in every platform, even on Xbox. When they, got the mouth full of shit, talking all the time about, Xbox getting skipped. Nobody's gonna put games on Xbox. And here they are, like dropping a game in every platform, dude. Why?
Yep.
Because you want to make money, bro. And you know that Xbox, the same thing that we were talking about, like if you as a company are used to making a stream of revenue, you're not going to let that shit go. Even if it's just like,
you want to know the wildest thing about that? Guess who called him out on it?
Who?
Thomas Mahler.
Ooh.
From what was it? Moon Studios,
Yeah,
the makers of Ori
yeah.
or Ori and the Will of the Wisp or something
What
like
did
that.
he say? What did he say? We need to talk about that shit.
I'll have to pull it up for next time when I get my PC back.
Oh shit, yeah, get that shit on, bro. Um, Charnage Gamer U6K. Everything is totally fine. 2 studios shut down, lawsuit running, scared from PC, failed live service. Yep, everything is peaches and cream, Bobby. They're having a great time. Xbox should give them nothing, no games. If they give us a game, we give them another. There you go. Yeah, I know a lot of people want Xbox to kill PlayStation. I'm not one of them. As much as I like Xbox and as much as I don't care about PlayStation, because at the end of the day, they do make games, and I love the hobby. So they might have 1 or 2 games that I might want to play. So if they kill PlayStation and they're not able to make these games, like, it's gonna suck, bro. And look, I also, as a human being, bro, I don't wanna see you, even if you're a pony and you're a piece of shit and all of that shit. I don't want to see you losing the one thing that you
Absolutely not.
like, dude. Like, I take zero pride or zero enjoyment of watching anybody fail or lose anything in life. I'm not that type of person, bro. I'm just out here to defend myself. You know what I'm saying? To clap back. That's it. You shoot at me, I shoot at you. That's it.
Yep.
So a console that we have path tracing is gonna be worse than one without it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, man. J-Body and Persona and all these Sony PlayStation fanboys, they just, they became whores. And in the sense that they just saying to Sony PlayStation fans what they want to hear. Like, I'm the type of person that is something is fucked up at Xbox and if they do something that I don't like, I'm not just gonna be here and be like, Power Boss, you know what? Today we're not gonna talk about this that happened in Xbox because we might hurt our viewership and all. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, dude. And I'm gonna
Only
feel
the
the way I
truth.
wanna feel, regardless whether guys like it or not. That don't define me as a person.
We're pro
And-
Xbox and pro PC, and yet we even called out Xbox raising the Game Pass price by that much was stupid as hell.
Yeah, and look, I'm pro everything. I'm pro gaming, dude. I don't care where you game. Like, I've gone to my homeboy's house. They PlayStation fans, and I play with them like no fucking problem. It's like I'm not gonna. I'll be like, yo, bro, I'm not touching that PlayStation controller. Like, what the fuck? It's not her piece or something. It's just another console to play games on. I don't have one. I wouldn't buy one, but I don't mind playing with my homies, having a good time.
Absolutely.
On a PlayStation, on a Nintendo, on a fucking phone. I don't care, bro. I'm having a good time here, bro. I don't care. I adapt. Okay, it's not my controller. I'm not comfortable playing with it. Okay, fine, bro. I adapt. Next match, I'll play better. That's it. They aren't targeting anything NVIDIA related. These are AMD machines. The best comparison is AMD GPUs. It is not healthy to compare with NVIDIA GPUs since they have far better ray tracing, path tracing in comparison to AMD with a far better upscaler. Yeah, now NVIDIA DLSS is on another level, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I wanted Xbox to go with NVIDIA, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, if they had gone with NVIDIA, the next Xbox would have been a whole lot more expensive.
Yeah,
and
probably.
they do have this partnership with AMD for a long time. So, Jago 6 Demo Flow Gaming, the PlayStation 5 Pro doesn't even have a fully working web browser. A $20 on stick or Amazon Fire TV stick has a better web browser than any PlayStation 5 device. Yeah, bro, you know what? Like, at the end of the day, it's like all that shit don't matter. Quick resume don't matter. It doesn't matter that you can emulate and put your Xbox in retro mode or developer mode and play old games, even PlayStation games in some instances. There's emulators that you don't even have to like download the games. You can play off the web browser in case you don't know. And I play. Back in the Xbox One, we used to play Mortal Kombat Ultimate and all of that through these emulation things. And I mean, that's something that you couldn't even do in the PlayStation, but what do I know, right? Lil Ray Tito. All right, fellas, gotta go be safe and blessings, man. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you have an amazing time, bro. No refund, Pony. Steam reviews for Marathon are very positive with 17,000 reviews and plus. Yeah,
Here comes
very
Lycos
positive.
trying to show for Marathon.
No. But it's true. It's
No,
true.
I know it is.
If you go to Steam, people are really liking the game. But here's the thing: one thing is liking the game, another thing is playing the game and continue to engage with the game and being an active member of the community, which is what people didn't do. You know?
Well, see, here's what you also have to think, Demo. Okay. How many people are leaving reviews, positive and negative in total, compared to the highest player count of almost 90,000 players?
Yeah, I mean,
And how many of those reviews were removed, both positive and negative, because people refunded the game?
Yeah, it's a sad situation. It's crazy. I like Marathon. For what I play, I'm down to play. Honestly, been wanting to play because it's like what's hot right now. What everybody's talking about. I want to continue my journey and learn the game well so that I can speak about it more. You know what I'm saying? It's enjoyable when you play with friends. It's unbearable when you play by yourself. But that's just me. I was speaking to my brother-in-law and he's enjoying solo. He's like, I enjoy the thrill of that. Like, okay, whatever, bro. You know, like you enjoy that shit, but there's no way that I'm playing Marathon by myself. And that might be the biggest problem because a lot of times we don't coincide in the time that we got free. You know, like sometimes I'm at work and my brother-in-law, my squad, they're working or doing something else or going out or something. And it's hard to go inside. And when we go inside, we have fun, play the game. But when we don't, we're not playing. That's probably the reason why Marathon numbers are not the best. And also, I believe that Bungie should have added a story mode to this game. This game should have released with a story mode that you could do in co-op with your friends. PvE only, And like a story mode, like maybe like doesn't even have to be like 20, 30 hours. Give us 10 good hours of content that you can do with cutscenes and shit like that, and that we can do with a squad. And that would have been great. Like, look at fucking Escape from Tarkov. Escape from Tarkov has a PvE mode. I didn't even know about this. And you know what? It's 50-50 with the PvP mode. So a lot of people are playing the PvE mode just as much as the PvE. Because what? They did it the right way. They made the PvE character be different from the PvP. So you're working on one character in the PvE and working on another character when it comes to PvP. That way you cannot like cheat and get ahead just because you're playing PvE. Also, there's no wipes for PvE. They don't wipe your inventory. That allow you to play the game. And in Tarkov actually has a story that has an ending. Yep. I don't know about Marathon, but Tarkov, when you finish all your contracts and when you do everything, you do get an ending. You know what I'm saying? Right. You get to complete the game. A sense of completion is important for gamers. With Call of Duty, what are you playing for? Camels, prestige, rank. Think about it. You play
and Marathon has none of that plus wipes.
Exactly. So even games like Apex, you play for your rank, dude. You know what I'm saying? You play for your rank. You got challenges to unlock skins. Marathon needed that. They do have challenges to unlock some skins, but nothing compared to Call of Duty or any other game out there like that. It's crazy, but it's the truth. They don't really have, and I'm thinking they're facing the same situation that Halo Infinite faced at the beginning. They release is good, but they don't have the content in the first year. They're gonna suffer. And that's the same thing that happened to Halo Infinite, which at the end of the day ended up having a shit ton of content that nobody gave a fuck about, which is kind of sad because I love Halo Infinite, straight up. We got weeks, fuck that. Surf 6028 in the house. I'll code out the Game Pass hike also. Yeah, bro. Sony PlayStation fanboys are getting the dynamic pricing, and there's no videos out there telling you that.
Nope.
That are coming from the PlayStation podcast. They just want to tell the ponies what they want to hear. This is like literally like a pimp. Like they're pimping you out, ponies. They're not letting you know what's going on. And then they go ahead and hide and sort of like compliment PlayStation every chance they get. And it's like, okay, I get it. You like it, but you got to admit there's some shit that wrong with it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You got to call the shit out.
Yeah, bro. Like Cos45 saying, I like Marathon. That's all cigarettes, bots. No chilling over here. If it dies, it dies. But I still join playing. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Yeah, man. It is what it is, dude. At the end of the day, we all have different tastes, Some people like one thing, some people like the other. That doesn't mean that we cannot get along, dude. Like, hey, we like Marathon. Power Boss doesn't. It's okay. I'm pretty sure we can agree on some of the games we can play together. It doesn't have to be war. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm down with FPSs. I play Call of Duty, but even Call of Duty Black Ops 7, you like it, demo, and I'll call out, I think it's stupid as hell because that campaign was absolutely ass. The multiplayer is no better or worse than 6. Zombies is the only good thing about 7. But that's, I will say they are getting better with the collabs, though.
Yeah. Look, listen. I believe that for the future of gaming, and somebody told me like, I can't believe in my video, I can't believe you're excited for the future of gaming. Gaming is gonna be shit. I'm like, okay.
Then get out of the hobby. Let other people enjoy it.
Like, stick to your Xbox 360, bro. Your Super Nintendo or whatever. Like, it is like.
No, my phone's about to die, so I'm gonna actually head out early.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right, take care. Take care, everybody.
Yeah, everybody. That's it. That's the show. Anyways, we're just wrapping this up. You guys, I'll see you on the next one. It's your boy Temple Flow. Check it out. Peace.
Later, y'all.
Later.
Yeah,
Ra, yo, Chico boy. Ra, hey, Demo Flow Gaming.
boom, boom. I'm back.
Ra,
Ra. Boom, boom, boom.
Listen, yo, Chico in the house, papi. Dale. Yeah. Ponies over here, ponies over there.
Yeah.
Ponies over here, ponies over there.
Yeah.
Ponies over here, ponies over there.
Yeah.
Ponies over there.
Yeah.
Ponies over there. Yeah. Ponies over here, ponies over there.
Yeah.
Ponies over here, ponies over there. Ponies over here, ponies over there. Ponies over there. Ponies over there. Ponies over here, ponies over there. I smell caca, ponies everywhere. They don't play no games, only do their console sales. It's because ponies ain't got shit to tell. Ask about the best, but I haven't played. That's what I hear the ponies tell me every day. Ponies be so silly, but I had no pity. They dissed us for the decade, but now Xbox leady. Now they got no games, karma is so weird. You wish that on Xbox you even volunteer. Instead of play with Smith, filled with PC ports. Third-party games saying you're your pony love. Waiting for Forza that's almost 5 years old. Copying for remasters, damn that shit is cold. Do it for the plastic and all the pony blow. That's why Sony got you spending all your dough.